Hey everyone,
Hi, guys.
we're here. We already have a group out there. That's
Yeah, that
nice.
is great.
Yeah.
Let me start out by saying hi to Kimmers. Hey, how you doing, Kimmers?
Hello,
Um,
Kimmers.
Thank you for that really nice post, Kimmers. That is so nice. Kathy's in the building. Ashley, Stephanie, welcome, girls.
Welcome in everyone. And like I said, I told some of my normal people that normally come in where it's going to be. I told them yesterday I was live with a haul, and plus I posted it on my community tab. And if they seen something they want and it gets sold, just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You never know.
exactly.
So,
You do. You never know. Um, so yeah, we've got the variety today. I'm going to make myself big, guys, as I
okay.
normally do, just to go over a couple just details. And most of it, guys, will be about my particular um, business. Also, I'm going to go back over, as I have been every day, going back over the list of collabs that I've got to finish out the month. I did get these collabs in advance and tried to finish out the month. So, um, today's the 10th. So, the very next collab that I've got, let me go to my phone for a minute, because let's see, where am I at? Today's the 10th. Okay, so the very next collab that I have is going to be the 17th, which is a Thursday, and it will be with Giovanni. That is Finding Treasures. That's his YouTube handle for those that don't know him. He's a young guy and he's got a drive to sell. He's been an entrepreneur for a while, and it's awesome to see. He will be doing Thursdays with me pretty much the rest of this summer. Okay, guys? So be looking to see him on Thursdays. He is a variety reseller. Basically, all my collabs are variety, which that's how I picked him out. Number one, I like having a variety. That way, you're not going to get bored. You're going to see whatever. Could be anything. Then the very next one I've got after that would be the following Monday, which is the 21st. Amy, who is in the chat, right? Is she in the chat? Was she in the chat? Maybe not.
No, I didn't see her.
No, Amy's not in the chat yet, but I'm sure she will be. Amy Youngsdal, she will be back to joining me every Monday night at 6 p.m. We are going to bring the lightning round back, just so that everybody knows. Only on Mondays right now. I'm going to check with my other collabs. Some other collabs like to do the lightning round, and if they do, I might set up lightning rounds with other people. But be looking forward to that because Amy's been gone with her fractured wrist and it is on the mend. She got the darn cast off. So she is on the mend. She's going to be back to her original day job very soon as well. She's going to be going through physical therapy right now. So we still got to pray for her. She's still going through it. But we're so glad that cast is gone and the doc says it's healing great. Hi, Mr. Stephanie. Welcome. How you guys doing? Your game? Okay, Steph. Yeah, now you guys
All
know
right.
Steph. She is my hump day girl. So this coming week it will be on their channel, 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 5 p.m. Central. Okay? Central people are an hour behind me. Who else? Okay, the 22nd, which is Tuesday. I will be going over to Francine's, so I will not be here the 22nd. I will be on Francine's channel. That is Francine's Finds. It's auction time. So mark that one down. I'm going to get with Geana because I like collabing with Geana. You guys know this because you've heard me bring her up like 1,000 times. So I'm going to be working with Geana as well. You guys already know. I have my select collabs that I really love to work with, and I'll be hitting you guys up. All my collabs out there in YouTube world, I'll be hitting you up. You know who you are. But I find it really fun to collab with people. You guys know I'm not really much of a solo. I prefer a collab. That's just me. Some people like to loan it, and good for them. Uh, I would prefer to collab if I had to pick. Hey, Drew, how are you? You missed the show again. No, you didn't. Silly, it just started. Drew, you actually are on time this time. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Okay, so anyway, that is the dates. Please write them down if you have not, or just simply join me on the auctions and you'll see whoever is stopping by that day. So, anyway, I got little Cinnamon. You can bring her over. A little Calico. I don't know if she's gonna. You probably can't get in here because I got a whole pile of stuff. Let's see. I got my calicos that usually try to. Okay, Bob, she wants out. She's not going to be able to get out unless you lift her. She's too little. Oh, look at her trying to climb. She came to us and she was an itty bitty, like not a newborn, but she was itty bitty. And she's only now about this big. She was this big, now she's about this big. She's cute. She's a little feisty thing, but and Cinnamon, because she's spicy. She's a spicy little devil, but she's cute, and it saves her every time. It just does. Anyway, those of you, as far as my part of the business, okay, this has nothing to do with Geana. I'm going to let you know how I run my business as far as invoicing, shipping, and then I am going to put Geana on. She's going to tell us what her invoice day is, what her shipping day is, and then she's going to start with the first 3 items. But first, let me go over my details, and then I'll switch the camera over to her. So, and this is for the new people. Hello, Minnie.
That is Minnie. Welcome in. Welcome in.
It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming. Yes, Geana gave this video a shout out, and Geana, thank you so much for doing that.
You're very welcome.
People from her neck of the woods stepping in. Hey, Maritza, welcome. So anyway, I invoice every Monday to those that are new to me. Every Monday I invoice, no matter whether you bought one thing or a whole box worth of things. I am invoicing every Monday. I invoice once a week. I don't do the build a box as some resellers do. It's just the way I like to do my business. So I get paid once a week. You do have 24 hours to pay me. You get your invoice Monday afternoon-ish. So Monday, be looking for that invoice. You do have 24 hours to pay. Now, the deal is I normally ship every Wednesday morning. However, the past, I don't know, at least 3 months, if not 4, you folks have been paying immediately, all of you, to the point where I've been able to ship many, many times over these last few months on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, a whole day sooner, because you all pay me right away. If it happens again next Monday, same thing. Instead of Wednesday, I'll be shipping out on Tuesday. That's how I work it. Kind of a reward, if you will, for speedy, payment. So that's how I work. Now, I will say, if you are late, let's say I had to send out your packages on Wednesday morning, as I normally do, but let's say you don't pay me till Wednesday night. I'm afraid you'll have to wait till the following Wednesday, a whole week later, before I send out your package. I only go out to the postal office and UPS. They're in 2 different facilities. I only go once a week. unless I've privately talked to you and it's a different situation and we work something out or whatever. You need something, it's somebody's birthday, it's a anniversary gift, whatever. Yes, we can always, if you need to work out something like that, you can always email me and we can do that. I can accommodate. But if there's nothing said, um, like I said, I ship out every Wednesday and only on Wednesdays. Or, like I said, if you all pay me, now it has to be everybody. If you all pay me by Tuesday morning, I ship out on Tuesday morning, which you guys are getting your packages a whole day sooner. So some of you have already got your packages, which is awesome. So that's it for me. That's the details to how I run things. And I'm not going to go on and on because that's not what you came here for. Or is it? Let's hope not. I've talked way too much. We're going to turn over the reins to Geana, and she's going to tell us about her business, and then she's going to get right into it. So you guys grab a snack, grab a drink, and get comfy. Here we go.
Hey guys, and welcome in. I'm so glad to see you guys. Of course, my name is Geana, and why am I moving in slow motion? Am I a little delayed, guys? It seems a little funny. So I'll just go on. Dawn, am I moving
A
funny?
little bit. It's a little bit, but Geana, it's not mega bad. It's just a little bit delayed.
Here, let me move something away from the modem. So, of course, I am Geana. I do ship with Pirate Ship, invoice through PayPal. Now, I do require payment with at least 48 hours. And sometimes, if it's not paid within that time and something came up, just let me know, send me an email, and I will be more than happy to hold your things. But please pay when you say you're going to. So I do deal in a lot of glass, as you have seen in a lot of my hauls. I just had one last night. And yeah, so glass seems to be my wheelhouse, and that's what I like to do. And never in my eternity did I ever think that would be, thank you, Drew, that would be my wheelhouse. But see, we never know. God works in mysterious ways. So, with that being said, first up, we have this beautiful vase. It's a ginger jar. And boy, is that lid tight. And it is an Andrea by Sadek. There, I hope my camera is behaving as well. And as we know, these are very collectible. It does have numbers on the bottom. And I'm going to start this at $12. I will give you a measurement. It is beautiful. It's Andrea by Sadek. You don't come by these very often. It's from more than likely, it came from the 2000s. It is 13 inches long, and the lid does come off, but maybe it's been sitting so long, but I'll let whoever take that off. But look at the beautiful detail in that.
That's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? And it's by a reputable company, Andrea by Sadek, made in Japan. And it is a beauty, guys. It's not it's right, but I guess it's between a medium and a large. But isn't that beautiful? And here it is along the bottom with that. And it's just really, really nice. I know that some people do collect ginger jars, and this one is a pretty one. It has the gold gilding. Thank you, Steffi. And it's in really good condition. The gold gilding is still there. There's the end of it. It has it on there as well. It would make a nice gift for someone who collects these. My ring light's over here. Finally found it, guys. It was in the abyss in that other room. So there it is. So there's that one. And if you change your mind and you decide you just can't live without it, my email is over there in the corner. You may contact me at any time. and we'll take care of that. So we'll set this over here. Next up, we have this is a Japanese ginger jar, and this is hand painted, guys. And a lot of these things originated in China during the Tang Dynasty between 618 and 907 AD, and they were used as to transport ginger and other spices like that. And then later on, they became especially decorative in Europe. But this one is hand painted. It's kind of like a deep brown, but isn't that. And that is hand painted. And let's do 10 on this one. I've had it a while. That's a deal, guys. You don't find this stuff like this every day. It's 10.5 inches tall. It is beautiful. I'll take the top off. Here is the inside of it right here. It's in perfect condition. There are no cracks along those edges whatsoever, and it's just beautiful. Pretty good deal for the price. It is vintage. And here's around through here. There's no chips nor cracks. And it just sits like that. And it's a beautiful piece. And the gold that you see in there is real fired gold. And as you can see, this is something that the Chinese and Japanese are noted for, is their painting. You know, even when you go to the nail salon, a lot of those people are really skilled at painting with these little brushes, and it almost makes me nervous. So there's that one. If there is any interest, it's just plain. And there's that one. So next up, do we have any Coach ladies out there? I have this Coach wallet, and it is in mint condition. And there's your Coach right there. And here is, and we'll start this at 12, and that's a steal. If you can get a Coach wallet for $12, you better get two of them. So there is your inside. It is beautiful. And right here is your card, your ID card. And it says that this is made, the fabric is made to where it's made of woven jacquard fabric, specially treated to repel water and stains. So Coach does make something that you can clean these things with, but you know, if you're real wise about it, you can do it yourself. It does have a zipper compartment right there. It's like brand spanking new. I don't think anybody ever used it. And black is a pretty, black goes with everything. I've got a Kate Spade purse, but I have a black Kate Spade wallet. So hey Gia, welcome in, sweetie. And that is your Coach.
Nice.
Yep. Isn't that nice? It is a Coach wallet. I'll give you a measurement on it. It is approximately, it's a 7.75 inches long, which is very nice. And then it is about 4 inches that way. But there it is. It is a Coach. It is authentic. Like I said, a lot of your Coach wallets, they're not marked like your purses are, but and you can bet that's leather. So if you're interested in a Coach, and you like Coach, this is very simplistic color, but yet it goes with everything. And there it is, Coach. We'll move it in. Like I said, if someone changes their mind and they need a Coach wallet, just send me an email and we'll take care of that. So that is my 3.
All righty. Nice. Love it. All right, guys. I'm going to start out big, or as big as I can, I would say. For right now, I have got a gorgeous mid-century vintage blown glass.
Oh my.
Now, I always see these in all the other colors but this one. I see them in the green. I've seen them in the blue. I think I've seen it in not pink, but I've seen it in what color? I don't even know what color I want to call it. Maybe more like a tangerine.
Mhm.
Anyway, this is hand blown art glass in the shape of a swan.
It's
Boy,
beautiful.
these suckers go for quite a bit.
Mhm.
This one, I have not cleaned it yet. I would say it could use a little bath, maybe, but that's normal. It's glass. I will do
Mhm.
the measurements for you, but I'm going to let's start this out, guys, at 35. It is a big honkin' um, swan. This is really big. Um, I will tell you, it does have stabilized bubbles
Mhm.
in it, which I will show you. Most hand blown glass items do. Um, this is about 14 inches long, and at the widest point, you're talking about 10 and a half. And she's beautiful.
Mhm.
And it reminds me of agate, the way they
Mhm.
did the color, the dye in the glass. Um, I don't know. There's some larger stabilized right down in there is a big um, stabilized bubble, but most of them are smaller. But it's random as far as the bubbles. There's some really long ones, then there's more normal little ones. But just as long as you know, it's throughout the whole piece, the stabilized bubbles, and it's a gorgeous. I would call it a coffee table display piece, or you could put it right up in your china cabinet, but that is that one.
I would say that's older as well.
Yeah, when I looked this one up, it said mid-century. um
Oh wow.
but yeah, um the one site had it for $98, and I was like, no, no,
Mm.
I got a good deal on it, trust me. So you're getting a good deal. Let's start out with a top on this next one. Oh, you guys know me and red. We go together like peanut butter and jelly. We do. We really do. I love a good red ensemble. This top is so beautiful. It is by the brand Massini. It is a large. I love it. Yes, it's for the winter, but I do show summer clothes too. But I am going to start this one out, guys, at 10. And I just love this one. I am a sucker for red, but I'm also a sucker for velour. And this has got the velour material here. But then, I don't know if you can see, it's got two different um, types of material. So I find that really attractive. Um, it just, I don't know, this whole top makes me happy. It just does. It is like, I would call it a crew neck shirt, not really a sweatshirt, but if you are looking for something for fall going into winter, this would be a great one. I like how they have um, the difference in material along the sleeves, and then the whole back is velour. So starting at 10. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Hello, Jennifer.
Now, I'm going to say, because I'm looking at this could definitely fit me. I'm going to go ahead, though, and verify it by doing the pit to pit. It's always wise to do the pit to pit because, ladies, you know, some brand will say size large and it's way too small, and another one, it's way too big. You know what I mean? Hey, Dolly, how are you? Welcome. So, this is, yeah, this is bigger than a large. I thought so. This is 25 inches, which is a 2X. And boy, it could go to 30 inches. So, here's what I want to tell you, large on up. If you are a large, it is going to be a little big on you. But here's what I want to say about that. These type of shirts are not supposed to be skin tight. They're supposed to hang a little big because it's kind of like a dressed up, sweatshirt, if you will. Okay? So anyway, if anybody likes that one, let me know. Large all the way up to 3X. Okay? For my last one, this one is an extra large, and I don't know what's in the water, but I've been getting a lot of tops like this one. I am going to start this one at 10 as well. This is by Geana, which is the abbreviation is A New Approach. That's the actual title. I love this one. This one is like a sweatshirt moment, but they took this ivory lace panel and they put it all on top, including the tops of the shoulders. This one has a little bit longer sleeve. It's not quite a short sleeve, but not quite a 3/4. It goes just past your elbow. It just covers the elbow. So basically a jazzed up sweatshirt that has short sleeves. It's for you ladies that don't want to commit fully to a long sleeve sweatshirt. You want to have your short sleeves. So this top is perfect. And we're going to do the pit to pit on this one. Now this one says extra large, so okay, this one is 27 inches, and that's before the stretch. Now that's a 3X range. But see, I want to show you the way they have the sleeves like that. That shows you it's supposed to be baggy on purpose. Once again, this is a longer shirt here, supposed to resemble, a sweatshirt, but just jazzed up a bit. So just remember, these kind of shirts are not supposed to be tight. Hey, Carol Lee, how are you?
Welcome, Carol Lee.
All right, so that is 3 for me. We're going to go back to Geana.
Okay, guys, I'm a little delayed in my movement, so bear with me. I don't know why. Maybe I'll catch up. So this is a gorgeous, and you don't see these very often, a vintage Chinese cloisonne enamel vase, and it's brass. And when you hear cloisonne, that's French metalwork. But we're going to start this at, thank you, Carol Lee. I've been married 43 years today.
Oh, wow.
So
awesome.
It seems like time has flown by. But this one, here's the enameling. We're going to start this at 18, and it might be giving it away because it does sell for $50 online. But look how beautiful. You have the pink flowers. I don't know if those are to represent dogwoods, probably. Then you have a bird right here. Then this part back here is definitely raised, but this is cloisonne. How often do you see a cloisonne vase? Never. And if you do, if you see one and you can get it at a good price, you might want to pick it up. And I'll give you a measurement on it. It is brass. It's cloisonne, or whatever you call it. And it is just a hair over 10.5 inches. It is beautiful. Here's the inside of it. That is brass. It is vintage, and it's Chinese. So anyone that, can you mail my box through UPS? Yes, ma'am, I sure will, and let me make a note of it. And we have Carol Lee in at 18. This is a really a prize, I'm telling you. You don't see these. And UPS, that's your request, and naturally I will do that. Now, I've had experiences where I pick UPS and it goes right back to the cheapest, but I will talk to Don to see how I can overpass that, and I'm sure I can. You can hear my voice echo. So Carol Lee's in at 18. This is gorgeous, guys. I think those are dogwoods, which are particularly popular with the Chinese culture. Oh, your mailbox keeps getting broke into. Oh, dear me. Nothing is sacred anymore, guys. It's awful. So I see Carol Lee in at $18. That's a fantastic deal. There are no dents in this at all. And it is beautiful. So we're going to count it down for Carol Lee. Once, twice, last call. Swedish grandmother. Oh, wow. Sold to Carol Lee at 18.
Nice, Carol Lee. That's beautiful.
Man, I tell you, Carol Lee, that is a prize. Just saying. And thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. That, I tell you, you don't see them. And when you do, it might behoove you to grab it and take it to the counter. But congratulations. I usually put the tape on there too because these things fly off. It just keeps me where I need to be, guys, so I know what's going on. Thank you very much. Put that over there. Next up, guys. Now this is amazing, guys, and I just thrifted this, and like I told some of the people in my chat yesterday, if I'm going to be on Dawn's, and if there's a possibility, and welcome in, Dolly. Good to see you. This is amazing, guys. It needs to be cleaned up. It is dusty. Check this out. This is a vintage fruit basket, and this is the original handle. I was kind of suspicious, but it's like bamboo. And I'm going to start this one at 22. It's probably worth more, but we're here to move these items. Look at the cherries. Couldn't you imagine this on your table? Strawberries. And I'll give you a measurement. Because when I seen that handle, I was suspicious, but it is the one that goes on there. Look at this, guys. This is 12 inches long. And it is approximately 8.5 inches wide. It is vintage. The depth of it is approximately, it's a beautiful piece, guys. And I deal in this old stuff. It is 5.5 inches deep. And it's beautiful. Now, these are kind of slightly frosted, as you can see. And then it has that brocade around the handle, around the base of it. And I'll tilt it forward, but that's beautiful, guys. And I felt like, you're getting a very large item for the price. And the start bid is 22. This would be beautiful on anybody's table. And it is large. It's very dusty.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? I seen it and I'm like, that handle, I better take a picture. And it is the original handle. And it is like a bamboo. It is a beautiful piece. So there's that one. Anyone watching this replay and they felt like they missed out on something and they got an epiphany, my email's right there in the corner if you would like to purchase this. So there's that. Beautiful piece. Put that here. So next up, this is from West Germany. This is a bell. It is vintage. And it has, if you like unicorns, if you like that, let's start this bell I'm going to have to start it at 12 because of what it is, the vintage factor. But look, guys, it's got a unicorn on it. This is what it sounds like. There's the inside of it. It is vintage for sure, and I'll give you a measurement. Beautiful bell. If you're the kind of person that likes bells, this one's coming in at 8 inches tall. You have the sawtooth around the edges of that. And this is like a frosted type material, but it is a unicorn. Looks like the clapper's in real good shape. And this is what it sounds like. Here's the top of it right there. And it's a beautiful bell. I have another one, but I think somebody wants it. I don't know if I should bring it. And Minnie says 12 because I know that Minnie, she does love horses. And technically, a unicorn is a mystical being that, but anyway, it's a horse with a horn. So we have Minnie in at 12. Isn't it beautiful? And it is old. Very nice piece, vintage. That seems to be all I want to deal in because people love it. So, like they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Right.
And never in my born days when I started this did I ever think that I would sell something like this. So we're calling it down to Minnie. Going once, twice, last call, and sold to Minnie. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm sorry, Geana.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't see anyone else in. You're fine. So Minnie gets that, and Minnie, I will put it with the other piece that you purchased. I haven't forgotten about you, and congratulations. She bought something from a short. You know, like I said, if anyone sees something in a short and they're interested, just email me, and if you get to it first, then good on you, right? So I think these are the neatest things. If I can get it off of this thing here. So you people that like your outdoorsy, you're welcome, Minnie. That like your outdoorsy decor, then I have something that I think you're really gonna like. These are hearts, and they have a candle that you can put a candle in there. My suggestion, you can get solar candles. They're complete with their own hooks. And you have two of them. One is just slightly bigger than the other one, but these would make a beautiful statement hanging outside with, a solar candle in them, and at night they'll light up. So I will give you a measurement, but let's see. I'm going to have to start these at 12, guys, because I remember what I paid for them. You get both of them, 10 and a half on this one by, and that's almost giving them away, almost 6 and a half going that way. This right here is 11 inches by 10 inches, and they're made well, like you put something outside and the sun gets to it, it looks horrendous after a while. Not with these, because they have that real, and these are made well. You're not going to squeeze these in. And you have your hook. All you got to do is add that solar candle, and you are good to go. If you like these. If not, I may take them outside and put them hang them somewhere. Of course, my roof eaves are a little bit taller because this is an older home. But you get both of them. And Carol Lee said 12. So Carol Lee's in it. Carol Lee, these are made well. They're not something that you're going to put out there and it's going to look yucky because of the sun. These are durable. I'm squeezing as hard as I can, and I can't even bend them. So
those are cute.
At that $12. So if anyone else is interested, what do you do, Dawn? The increments $2 after 10 as well?
Oh, yeah. No, I do dollar increments up to 50, and then I do 5.
And that's what we'll do. So We need to see a 13, or we're going to call these down to Carol Lee.
They're really cute. Yeah, that would
12
really, yeah.
dollars, which is a good deal.
Carol Lee likes heart decor like I do. I like hearts in my jewelry. I like heart
Mhm.
decor. I think it's just pretty.
So it looks like Carol Lee, we're going to call it down for you, sweetness. And these are made well. And that's why I picked them up, because they were beautiful and made well and can stand the test of time. I can tell, right here I am going like this, and you can't bend these. And we are sold to Carol Lee. Congratulations, sweetheart. You're going to enjoy those. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's hang them here. Next up, I have. Okay, guys. These are containers that you could either put them in your kitchen or wherever you want to, but I have 4 of them, and they are Wexford, and they are vintage. They do have, here's the lid, and I've got 4 of them. So let's see. I'll sell them. Oh, yes. You're welcome, Carolee. I think that a lot of people like things in set. I can sell them as a set or one by one. It doesn't make any difference, because I know people, well, I don't need that many. So here's what I'm going to do. You can get the whole set for, let me think, for 25, or I'll sell them separately at $8 a piece, because they're well worth it. I think that is more than fair. It is the Wexford design, and there's 4 of them. And I'll give you a measurement. There's no chips or cracks on these beautiful pieces. Like I said, you may not want the whole set. And they are 9 inches tall. And as we go across, they're about 5 inches across. They're very nice. I have 4 of them. I consider it a set, but I can break the set if you only want one of them. But they are beautiful. If you have in your bathroom, if you have a large vanity, these would be nice for cotton balls or Q-tips or whatever. But they are Wexford. They are that diamond point design. Here's your bottom after I take that off of there. But I just recently thrifted these Saturday. We stopped in at the Goodwill, and some lady brought a cat in with her, and then she left, and she was out in the parking lot like screaming at this lady. And the cat was pregnant, you guys, and she was hooping and carrying on. No wonder the cat run off. She was very loud. And I went in and I took my cart back. I said, "You've got quite the situation out in your parking lot." But she was yelling and hollering, and the cat was pregnant. So there's those. And I'm like, and using some words that comparable to how a sailor talks. So there's these. If there's anyone interested, I will break up the set, or I will sell you the set for 25, which is a heck of a deal. So there are those. And if anyone else is interested after the fact,
Minnie is going to take all of them for 25.
Boom. Well, it looks like Minnie being the only interested party, we'll just go ahead and call those down for Miss Minnie.
Awesome, Minnie.
Minnie done her homework. We're going once, twice, last call, and Minnie gets the whole kit and caboodle. Thank you, Minnie. I'm really glad you're getting them. They're beautiful. And that is my 3. And thank you everyone for being here for Dawn. I really appreciate it. And that is my 3. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. I have a couple sets, and I'm going to put the prices in here. Just a second, guys. I got to type this in. Okay, so what these are bamboo risers, okay? Hi, Brian. Welcome.
Hey, Brian.
So I have a set of 2 each set. So this is the smaller set. These are bamboo like platforms or risers. You could put your plant on these or whatever. Totally made out of bamboo. This is the smaller. So let me do the measurements. You're getting a set of 2 for each of the prices there. So it is approximately, oh my gosh. Well, it's hard to hang on to. It's hard to hang on to. Wow. It's about 8 by 8 on the smaller ones. Okay. So you get 2 of them, and these are the 2 smaller. Okay. Totally made out of bamboo. Now, the larger set will be buy it now for 12. Really good deal on these. You can see these are longer. Okay. And I'm going to do the measurement on the bigger ones here. So it's approximately 12 by 8 on these ones. So 8 by 8 and 12 by 8. You can see the 2 different sizes here, and you're getting 2 pieces in each set. So 2 of these for 8 or 9, 2 for 9, or 2 of the larger for 12. Just depends on, what size you want. But I have both sizes if you're interested. Okay. All right, guys. I got some more candy, and I'm going to tell you, I even got some more, but I got to portion it out, and I will. Right now, I'm going to show the dark chocolate. I have a total of 4 of these 1 pound dark chocolate covered almonds. It's a complete pound. Now remember, I get them from the Amish. So here's what I want to tell you. I have 4 of these. This is the dark chocolate. I'm just showing this one first. Almonds. These are gonna be buy it now for guys, I gotta do these at $7 each. I know that last one, and it's fine that I sold the other one, but I've gotta do them for $7 each. Believe it or not, and those that don't know this, is even the price of chocolate, especially something like that, when they're homemade, like these are. I'm not talking about, these aren't Brock's, these aren't whatever other brand, Ghirardelli or whatever. When they're homemade, they take the price of the chocolate, and it varies. Whenever, because I get my chocolate chips from them. You guys know when I do my candy clusters and things like that, or chocolate chips in my banana bread or anything like that, cookies, whatever, the price changes, and it can change literally from the next time you go in just because of the price of the cocoa. Okay? So, just to let you know, that's what happens. I have 4 of these chocolate covered almonds. This is the dark chocolate. Just put in the chat a number 7, put a dash. Please tell me how many bags you want. Okay? Now, I have a total of 3 of the milk chocolate. These are going to be milk chocolate. Oh, these were a little bit more. Okay? Milk chocolate, and these are peanuts. These are going to be buy it now for 8. These were more expensive, which I could not believe. That the milk chocolate was more than the dark chocolate. But see, normally the dark chocolate is more. It just, you never know. You want one of the dark. You got it, Kiralee. Now, I will be getting more as time goes on. I've got other candies that I have to separate and do, but I weighed these and got them all packaged up because of the way I buy them is why I had to do it this way. Thank you so much, Kiralee. So does anybody else want either the dark chocolate almonds or the milk chocolate covered peanuts? Like I said, at least where I get my chocolate, which is this Amish place, the milk chocolate is more expensive. I'm so used to the dark chocolate being more expensive, and it is more popular. It's wild that that is the case. What I'm going to do, just to let all of you know, thank you, Patty, for asking that. I am placing these. These will be in the fridge before I mail them out to you. They will remain in the fridge. They will not. I have them out so that you can see them right now, but I will put them in the fridge so that the chocolate stays intact. That's how I work any of my candies or baked goods or anything. I put them in the refrigerator, sometimes things in the freezer for that very reason, so that it can ship well and get to you. Because I do understand the concern there. Obviously, I have not shipped this particular candy, so I know I've shipped my candy clusters in the past. So, if you buy them, just let me know how it worked out for you, if you guys could. Because, I'm not going to know until you open up your package, but they will be in the fridge before shipping day. Because, I don't ship out until next week. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, that's how I do it, Minnie. I just keep all my candies and my breads. We have a whole nother fridge and freezer in our pole barn, and that's where I keep the baked goods that I sell. Instead, we don't keep them in our fridge and freezer in here. We've got a pole barn that has one out there, and that's where I keep it. Okay, well, I understand. Like I said, I realize that it's taking a risk, no matter. But I just thought I'd let you know that's how I deal with it. And yeah, I cannot promise that how it's going to come to you. Hopefully, I'm praying that it comes still cold and good, but I realize it's really hot. And so I do understand the trepidation with ordering. So I don't blame you. And it's certainly understandable. Okay, guys? I just wanted to bring these up to show you in case somebody wanted. All right, for my next one, I have a Christmas wall hanging that's so adorable. I am going to start this at 15, and I just couldn't resist. I thought this one was so cute. This is made out of wood and material, and it's a little window, and it's got Santa, and he's behind the window there waving.
Oh,
And it's got a twine wrap here so that you can hang it up on the wall. Um, it's brand new. I know you guys can't see, but that's the tag holder right there. He's got like a quilted knit hat with the pom pom, got the sparkly plaid coat. I just thought this was adorable. It's all wood, the frame is, and then you got the different materials going on. But I really love this one. I'm going to do the measurements, guys, because um, this is a larger piece here. This is about 16 3/4 inches, and about 14 1/2 wide, so it's pretty big. Yeah, Brian, dry ice. Yeah. Yep. And here's the back again, guys, if anybody wants it. I wasn't sure if anybody, wanted to look at Christmas. I show Christmas every now and again because, you know, sometimes it's nice to get up on it when it comes to your decor, get it ready, get it bought before Christmas gets here so you know what you've got, you know what you don't have. Yeah. For this last one, guys, I've got a set of 6 of these beautiful glass goblets. And I'm going to start these at 22. I had, no, I don't know what happened there. I can't type with this Band-Aid on my, I got a Band-Aid on my finger and it's causing problems. These are blue glass goblets, and then the base is totally clear. We got this larger, like hobnail situation on this. Um, it's like a little bubble that has mini bubbles on it. Now, guys, I believe this is crystal. From what I gathered, this is not glass; it's actually crystal. What a deal! What a deal! What a deal! Um, but I'm selling it as if it were glass, not crystal, because it's only starting at 22. You get 6 of them, guys. I only brought one up here because obviously to bring up all 6 and show each one, that's going to take some time. But these are really pretty. I like how they have the blue and then the clear at the bottom. Now, these are not mega heavy. As you can see, they're not super duper thick. So it's not going to be horrible when it comes to shipping. And, we're going to have to wrap each one and all that jazz. But I wanted to show you how beautiful these were. And if anybody's interested in that set, it's a set of 6. Just let me know. That starts at $22. And I am going to turn it over to Geana, and we're going to see what she's got. Oh, no, not me.
okay. You guys remember in the beginning when I discussed that some of these pieces could go up? That was from that 3 thrift haul, and that's what's going to happen. I can sell it to you guys or whoever, that's a lady's prerogative, right? So here we have a vintage Ellie Smith with the pattern moon and stars, and this is amber colored. And we're starting this at 12 because it is by Ellie Smith. I'll give you a measurement. It is a beautiful amber colored piece that is approximately 6.5 inches tall. And across the top, it is 6 inches. It is approximately 3 inches deep. It is a collector. It is amber colored. And just look at that base on that. Look at that. And it is amber color. It's really beautiful, very collectible. It looks far more expensive than what I'm starting it at, but it is gorgeous. Just saying. It's about that big. But it is a beautiful Ellie Smith piece. A little sticky, but we'll clean that up. I didn't even have time to do anything with it because I was due for a haul and I just did it as is. But it is beautiful, guys. It really is. Got something sticky in the bottom of it, but there's that piece. Very collectible. I know a lot of people do like to collect those amber shade things like that. It is beautiful, guys. So there's that one. So we're going to switch it up just a hair. And we're going to go with a Disney Loungefly purse. And here we have it. It's got Mickey Mouse all over it. And we'll start this at 12. And it's like giving it away because it's worth far more than that. And here's the inside. It's an open, like, look at that. It's like new, guys. There you have your little pouch right there. It is a Disney Loungefly in white. Perfect for this time of year. As you can see, the Mickey Mouse. And it does have a magnetic closure on it. And sometimes people do collect this stuff. And you can pull it and cinch in the main part of it. And here is your Disney Loungefly.
What are you starting this out at, Geana?
12. That's
oh, wow.
cheap. And I would say this, when this was bought, it was rather expensive. It was probably bought inside a place at Disney, and we know what that costs, but it's in good shape. There's no fraying or nothing. It's a nice white color. Here's your bottom. Just absolutely perfect in every way, and I'll give you a measurement. So we're coming across. It is 10 inches wide and approximately about 10 inches long. It's in excellent condition. So the only thing that it's missing, guys, is where the strap goes right there. But as you can see, you could put your own strap on it. You could even put like a silver tone or a gold tone. But this is Disney Loungefly. It says it right there. I don't know how I got my camera done to where everything is, where things supposed to appear backwards, but they appear right. I can't figure that out. So there's that one. It just happened, I guess. So there's that one. So we have the next one, and this is a Keeper fossil. And it is a you could put a laptop in that one. And there's your little tag right there. And it is missing the long strap, but you still have the short one. This is broke right there, but it's in really good condition. It's probably an older one. And I'll do this one for 12. And it has the fossil sticker. If you can get a fossil for $12, you might ought to get 2 of them. I'll give you a measurement. It's in really good condition. Nice. It's also got the fossil tag on the outside, 16 inches long. And it is about 12 and a half inches deep. And it's just really pretty, and it's a fossil. Now, your key got broke, but that doesn't take away from what it is. But if you need a really nice lab top, and this is fossil, and that's cheap because a lot of your fossil purses even go high dollar, but I think this is, it could be a purse. It's whatever you would want it to be, but it would be nice for laptop. If you like big purses, I would take that off. It looks like it's broken, but it does say fossil. And let's find that other thing. And there you have your fossil tag right there. It says fossil. I can hold still long enough and get it to focus. So there's that one. So next up, we have another beautiful piece, and it's this one. This is also vintage. I'll have to refer to the notes on my phone. They always mark their things with vintage. It is gorgeous. And I think someone out there in the audience out there has some of this because I think I sold it to him. It's 10 inches across. It is 5 inches deep. Let me grab my phone and pull up the information on it. It's beautiful. It's in wonderful vintage condition. Let's go to the gallery here. Let's see where to go. But it is beautiful, and it is, I forget, since I slept since then, I forget what it was called. So let's go back here and pull that up. Gee, there we go. But it is gorgeous. I mean, no doubt about it. Let's find it. I know it's in here some. Ah, there it is. Excuse my voice. So I'm just about to tell you what this is. Not only is it beautiful, it says it is Tierra glass. Indiana Tierra depression glass, amber sandwich scallop pedestal bowl. Now that's a mouthful. And I'm going to start this one at 15 because it's well worth it. I mean, look at the texturing on in the background of that. It is a gorgeous piece. It is vintage. It's amber color. There's your bottom, but that's what it is. It is of the Tierra collection. There's your bottom. It's just beautiful. And I didn't look into the comps on this. I imagine it, anytime you have made by a glass maker that is well known, like Indiana Glass, and part of a collection, that's pretty neat. And there we have it right there. Look how beautiful that is. I find all this stuff in the same place. Don't have to go far for that. So there's that one. If anyone's interested, if anyone is watching this after the fact and they see anything they would like, just email me at that email down in the corner and we will go from there. It's in great condition though. And I know sometimes people don't, I got something that color. Let me think, Brian. I know that Craig Wolf has got this, but I'm not for sure. You might, Brian. I don't remember, but it is a beauty for sure. Very nice. So there's that one. And that is my 3. And thank you for looking. I appreciate it.
All righty. All right, guys. I have this piece here. From what I did my research on this, and from what I could gather, although it's not set in bronze, but what I could gather from this one, is this is a crackle glass cruet that came from Stockholm. Now, I seen some others, but most of them were saying from Stockholm. It is a crackle glass cruet that they would use for vinegars and oils and things like that. And I am gonna let me type it in here. I'm gonna start this at 15. I just think it's beautiful. I love the way they did it. There's like a wrap around um, the neck of this, and it comes down to here, and it's thicker as it comes down, and I just think it's beautiful. Crackle glass. Hi, Giovanni. Welcome. And I just think it's a beautiful cruet. Um, like I said, they use these for like your vinegars, your oils, things like that. Um, and it's got the little spout there, and I love the crackle effect on this one. Very beautiful. Let me do the measurements. Um, Almost 8 inches tall. And not quite 6 inches across, but it's very beautiful. This one doesn't have any color to it. I seen some where some of them were fatter around here and then had a green handle to it, but this one is all clear. So there's that. Um, I've got a shirt here. This is by the Arizona Jean Company. It's a size extra large women. And I'm going to start it out at 8. Um, I like plaid shirts. I don't know about you ladies, but it really gets me in the mood for fall. And I don't know, that's just a me thing, maybe. This has got the metal snaps with the pearlized tops to them. So it snaps all the way down instead of buttons. And it's a dark, I know it's showing up straight up red, but it's actually a pinky red. There's pink and I don't know, it's kind of in between both colors, like a really dark hot pink and a red kind of mix, if you will. It does have the blue and white. It's got the double breast pockets there. You've got your snaps on the sleeves. Um, and I just think that shirts like this really make me happy. I love plaid. Of course, I'm from Michigan, and we wear our plaid in the winter. We do. Pit to pit. Let's do it. Yes. Let's see, I don't know. It says extra large, Carol Lee, but I don't know. Let me. I gotta finish snapping it because to get a true pit to pit, you gotta finish it there. I don't know if this is. The more I look at it, I'm wondering if it's a little girl's. The pit to pit will tell me. I had to. No, it's not a little girl's. Because it's 21 and a quarter inches, which is, an extra large is 21 to 22. So, yes, this is an extra large women's. 21 and a quarter is the pit to pit. I had to snap it to do a true um, measurement on this guy, but I love the colors. Yeah, they are pretty. They just are. Like I said, it's like a hot pink red. It's riding right down the center of both those colors, if you will. So, but I like it's more like a cowgirl shirt because it's got the metal snaps. Um, that is a good question. I should have looked that up. Let me look it up real quick. Yes, 100% cotton, made in India. You guys know I love my tops and shirts, but like I said, I'm from Michigan. Even though I'm in Indiana, I still bring up Michigan because that's where I originally was. So, yeah, we like our plaid. You want that one, Carolee? You got it. Um, since there was no other interest, I'll just verbally count it down. We're gonna go one time to Carolee. We're gonna go two times to Carolee. Last and final call. If you want this one, you better jump in quick because I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Congratulations, Carolee. Yeah, I like those colors. It's pretty. Okay, for my next one, thank you, Carolee. This one is by American Eagle Outfitters. It's a size medium. I will do the pit to pit on this one. Let me get it on a hanger first, guys, because in order to do the pit to pit, I need to button it up. I am also going to start this one out at 8. American Eagle Outfitters, I like them. Now, it seems like people are either pro Aeropostale and not so much American Eagle, or vice versa. I like my American Eagle over Aeropostale any day. Now that's me. I don't know how you guys are. I like their clothing better. I like the quality of their clothing better. But that's just me. Um, this is a size medium, guys, but it is 21 inches across. That's pit to pit. Even though it says size medium. See, this is why I do the pit to pit. So it is 21 inches. I'm going to start it out at 8. But just so you know, it does say size medium. This is made in Indonesia. Let's see the material component. 100% cotton on this one. And this one it's a blue and pink, but it's close to a lavender. It's more pink, but it's so it's a blue and pink. And now this has buttons, tan buttons, and this has one pocket right there. You want this one, Curly? It's pretty. Yeah, I like me personally. I like American Eagle. I'm not opposed to Aeropostale. It's just that out of the two, I prefer American Eagle myself. I'm going to count it down to Curly. Is there any other interest? I need to see a 9 before I can take your bid, 9 or higher. And if not, I am going to start counting it down. But if you want it, just jump on in there as I'm counting it down. It's not final until I put sold in the chat. So you have time. All righty, Carolee, that is going to you. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you, Carolee. We're going back to Geana. That was my 3.
All righty then. Congrats, Carolee. These glasses have a very long handle to them, not meaning that handle. These are Cristal, CHRISTAL Ristaldarqueus Duran Chantel 4-ounce claret wine glasses, and I have 4 of them. And they hold about 4 ounces. And I've got 4, and I'll do all 4 for $12. That's like $3 a piece. And I do have 4 of them. And that's what it was. Cristal d'Arge Duran Chantel. And they hold 4 ounces. And they are beautiful. I think I cleaned these up a little bit, but I'll move them in so you can see some of the detail. They are beautiful. Not just they have quite the handle. Yes, Brian, 100%. They're vintage. Let me go back. Let's see. Let me go back. For sure, they are vintage, and I guarantee you they are.
Geana, I will be right back.
Sure.
I'm just going to step out for a second.
Okay. Let me see if I can get more information on that for you. But they are very elegant, and they do have a very rich. I don't know, Brian. How big of a shelf are you going to build? I mean, glasses take up very few space unless you have an overabundance of them. Let's see here. Let's see what they're saying. I know they're vintage, but I don't know exactly. Occasion. I can't find out anything else about those. Round shape, vertical cuts, cordial glass, extrude elegance, making it perfect. Hand wash only, but it doesn't say. But boy, these are something else. They've got quite the. I would hate to have to remember all the details, but they are really nice. They are Cristal d'Arge Duran Chantel 4-ounce claret wine glasses. And they are really, really beautiful. Let's see. I got a device here where I can lower that light a little bit. I have some 4-inch and some 6-inch shelves. Well, Brian, I really don't know what your. Brian said 12. And so Brian is in at that $12. And I do get a lot of this stuff, and no, I'm not a wine drinker, but if they're old. So we have Brian in at that $12 bid. They're very beautiful, and I think I did clean these up with alcohol. I think I didn't drink the alcohol. I cleaned it with it. But anyway, so I see Brian in at 12. So here comes these typing skills. We'll give it just a few more seconds. If I don't see anyone else, we'll start calling this down. So you can tell I haven't typed in an eon. So we're going to go once to Brian. Where is... I'm not done typing. Let's see. Going once to Brian. Going twice. We can't be perfect, but we all get the gist of it. Going twice. Fair warning. I would reach over, but if I do, fair warning and last call. What is wrong with my... There we go. Fair warning. And we are sold to Brian. Congratulations. Those are yours. almost have to be a contortionist to get over all this stuff. And congratulations, Brian. Those are yours, and thank you so much. I'm beginning to clear out some of this inventory. And I have a lot of it. I mean, I have things that, but hey, if you're a reseller, you're very welcome, Brian. If you're a reseller, you've got to have this stuff. You can't, people do not like to see repeats unless it's that good, and this is that good. So I will put this over here, trying not to block my modem because we don't want problems. So there's those. I'll have a lot more room. I'm supposed to have a yard sale in the fall. And what doesn't sell will go to the mustard seed, which I typically frequent, as you can tell. So next, this is really special. I'm not yanking your leg or pulling your chain, but this is really special. This is gorgeous. So I'm sure you guys probably saw this in a short, but look at that. That has roses. And what this is, EAPG, Early American Pattern Glass, labelle rose pattern from the earliest 20th century. Now get ready for this, guys. This is an antique. Historically from 1850 to 1914. So I can safely say that this is definitely an antique. And it is beautiful. You have that beautiful rose pattern in that. Then smack dab in the middle, you have another rose. And this might be a total giveaway, but we're going to start this at 12, and that is a deal. Somebody needs to jump on that, just saying. Because that's a deal. This is an antique, guys, and lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Look how beautiful that is. And it is absolutely an antique. And it is the early American pattern glass labelle rose pattern from the early 20th century. Good move, Brian. Smart man, smart man. And we are looking at an antique, and while Brian's in at 12, I'll give you some details on it. It is approximately, so it's just almost 9.5 inches long. Oh, this is gorgeous. Now, this is a bragging piece. These are bragging rights. And it's 3 inches deep. And this is an antique. And when I seen it, I was drawn to it. So Carol Lee said 13. It is an antique. It is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm back.
Okay, look at those roses, guys.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's from 1850 to 1914. Carol Lee says 15. We are looking at an antique piece. It is in excellent condition. Look at those roses. Let me douse that down a little bit. Look at those roses. You want to talk about high society? And Brian, we're having a battle of Brian and Carol Lee. So Brian's last bid was 16. I don't blame you guys. This is amazing. So Brian comes back in at 18. I know he Googled it. You can just about tell, but it is a beauty, guys. Carol Lee said 19. This is a piece that it just, and Brian, I will give you the full details, and Carol Lee is in at 21. Whoever gets this, I will give you the full details on it. So if you have it out, you can say, hey, I've got this antique. Brian said 22. And you can tell him exactly what it is, and I will include that with this piece. Carol Lee said 23. Boy, wouldn't I love to find a collection of this. So Carol Lee is in at 23. Brian has come back at 24. It is something else, guys. It really is. And all this raised area is on the outside, guys. But it is stunning, just saying. And Carol Lee says out to Brian. So we're going to, I didn't realize, Don, I was having you do all the work. So we're going to go once.
Oh, yeah.
You're fine. I'll do it, sweetie. I didn't do my part. Sorry about that. So we're going to go once to Brian for 24. What a beautiful piece. We're going to go twice to Brian. What a prize that is. And we're going to do a fair warning. Fair warning and last call. And it looks like, Brian, this beauty will be coming to your doorstep. And congratulations. And we are sold. Congratulations.
Congrats.
That is, this piece, I seen it and I'm like, I knew there was something special about it. So Brian was at 24, right?
Yep.
Congratulations, sweetie. So that's a bragging piece, Brian. This is an antique, and how it made it through the perils of going through the consignment shop, I don't know, but I know one thing. It is amazing. Okay, here we come up with something that I felt like that was very useful during the summer months. And this is an anchor hawking piece. It is like an amber color. It's got some sticky on it, but we know that I always clean that up. This is anchor hawking. Look how big this is, guys, and it's like an amber color. It is glass. I'll give you a measurement. We're going to start this at $10, and boy, what a deal is that. So we're coming in at 9 inches, guys, 9 full inches. I'm not for sure the capacity of this, but it holds a lot, just saying. So here's your inside. This is anchor hawking. Beautiful picture that, it would be nice to have, during the summer for lemonade and tea. And it is a big one. Total glass anchor. I seem to find a lot of anchor hawking. So it's that, you can see in comparison to my head how big that is. But I wish I had some coordinating glasses, and you never know because I'm always out, and I may find them yet. Y'all don't know. So, yep, there was an auction going on up in here, wasn't there? But there it is, guys. A nice pitcher of iced tea or lemonade. If you have a big family, that would be perfect. So that is my third item. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome, guys. Got some good stuff there. All right, guys. I have another bag of goodies. This time, this is the yogurt, cranberry, and raisin mix. So it's got cranberries and raisin in it. It's yogurt. This is for £1. I've got 3 bags, and it's buy it now for $8 each bag. Okay. So yes, I do have 3. So yogurt, cranberry, and raisin mix.
You're making my mouth water over here.
I'm telling you, I keep looking at this candy. I'm like, why do I do this to my own self? Because it's like I'm teasing myself.
I couldn't have them in the house without going to them every 5 minutes.
And of course, I've got to save some out. I always do for Bob. He's got to have his little sweet treat, but so do I. So it's not like I can blame him.
I hear you.
I didn't. I got these from the Amish, Drew. Tonight I've got dark chocolate covered almonds. I've got milk chocolate covered
Mm.
peanuts, and I've got this yogurt, cranberry, and raisin mixture here. So yeah, I got it from the Amish. I'm gonna get back into making my own candies again, guys. I tell you what, I had a grandbaby born. I had all this stuff going on, you know, not just, YouTube land. I'm talking, I had other stuff in my life going on. So I have not had time to, you know, do the things that I used to do when it comes to making candies and baked goods and stuff like that, unfortunately. This next lantern, guys, I've got it on clearance. I'm going to start it out at 12. It's a two-piece set. If you're a pink lover, this is one that I tell you, it's so beautiful. This is a pink lantern, and it's got the scroll work. There's glass behind here, glass panels, and it has a pink candle in it. Now the candle, it's a large pillar candle, and it's a deeper pink, so it's not. Oh, thank you, Drew. It's not the same color of pink, but I kind of like that. I think it's neat. This is more, Caress, um, the bath bar of soap. It's almost the exact color of Caress, I would say, that color pink. Whereas this other pink on the lantern, the metal, is more of a, I would say, an icy pale, like almost like a lilac pink. It's not lilac, it is a pink, but it's leaning that direction. But I really like this two-piece set. Like I said, that is glass. It's not acrylic behind that scroll work. So it's got the glass panels, and I just think it's a beautiful lantern. Um, just really, really nice. Okay, I've got for this next one. This is a large um, seashell, and I'm going to start it out at 18. Very, very large. It's made out of ceramic. There is one condition issue to this, and it is right there. It's pretty obvious. There's a nick right there at the edge, but it's on the underside. So it's going to show like this, on your coffee table or bathroom vanity or whatever. You're not necessarily going to notice it, but it is there, and I want to show it to you. So it's like a clamshell, a very large one, and I mean, it's huge. I will do the measurements, but I tell you guys, you could put anything from soaps to you could put some. I think what would be neat is to put some different colored sea glass in here, like turquoise and blue and like clear sea glass in there. Put stones in there, and I think that would be beautiful. Yeah. Well, it's ceramic, Drew. You could. I mean, where's it at? Let me find it again. Oh my gosh, why can't I find it? There it is. Um, I mean, possibly you could fill it in. There's a there's this sort of compound that you can get that you could fill it in and just get like an ivory paint pen and paint it. Um, it's like a bonding agent that you could put a piece there and like sand it. Sand once it dries, sand it, and then paint it. Um, and so yeah, you could probably fill that in. Yeah. So I wanted to show that. I just think it's beautiful. For the next one, um, I have a Coach purse that I've shown before that I'm going to show tonight. I'm starting it out at $60. It is a authentic Coach purse. It is not a fake. And I love the color. I think it's perfect for summer. It's like a raspberry, a deep raspberry color. And it's got the chain strap. Of course, it's got the double Coach tags on here. And it does say Coach on the grommets and Coach right there. We have this really nice front pouch here. The lining is a satin, like tan color, I would say. It's a large pocket in front, and then we'll work to the inside. So this has a lot of room in there. It's got a zipper compartment. I'll show you the tag. Like I said, I would call this a rich raspberry color. And then you do have the wall slip pockets. You got 2 of them. That's pretty standard in about any purse that you get. Every once in a while, I'll see 3 or sometimes only 1. But this is pretty standard in that it's got 2. And then here's the back. It's got like the diamond quilting. This was not sat on the floor at all. There's no condition issue there at all. So it's got a lot of room, which I love. And I love the chain detail because it kind of makes it edgy, which I like that. So if you want that one, let me know. That was my 3, and we're going to go back over to Geana.
Okay, let's get this straightened up, guys. I don't know what I did, but let me push it. Okay, speaking of handbags, I found this up here. I don't know where it came from. You can, Drew. But anyway, I'm probably going to butcher the name. This is a leather purse, and it's Francesco Biasia, and it's leather, guys. I found it up here while I was going through some things. And this is a designer bag. It has a name to it. It looks like that. Now, I would suggest that will probably clean up with leather cleaner, but we're going to start this at $20. $20. It might be nuts, but this is leather, guys. It's in really good shape, and I think it's vintage as well. And let me stuff some paper in it so it don't look so haggard, but it is leather and suede. Just saying. And stuff some paper in it so we can see it to where it's not. And I did find this up here. I'm like, where'd that come from? But as ladies, we have a tendency to buy something and we forget about it. There is your right there with the Francisco right there.
Oh, Stephanie has a question for you, Geana.
Sure. Okay. Usually it depends on the size of your box. Say, like, if I do the sale today, I'd like to get everything invoiced by Sunday at least, so that, and once you pay, it's out the door. I see my things falling down back there. And once you pay, it's out the door that day. I don't mess around after people pay their invoice. I feel like that it's no longer mine. And yes, if you have something that's not as glassy, as I call it, that's how I do it, because I've sold a lot of glass and I pack things that People probably think I'm a little bit on the crazy side, but at least if I'm crazy, at least I'm fun, right? But anyway, this is total leather. If this is your jam, and look at the pockets right there. There's that pocket. It's like new, guys. It's just, I think it's been hanging around for a while. That is a great deal. It is a branded handbag. It does require, if I bought something like this, I would treat it with leather cleaner. Drew said, I'm not crazy. He is. Okay. You know what they say, being crazy isn't a requirement, but it does help, right? There is Steffi in at 20. You're smart, Steffi. I'm just saying. Not that the rest of you aren't, but just for the value of it and what it is. And its vintage is in wonderful shape. So we have Steffi in at 20. And Steffi, I do not have your information. If you don't mind sending that to my email's in the corner over here. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, after all that talk, I never even measured it. I was too busy blabbing. Oh, FYI, you do have pockets. This is an amazing purse, guys.
It's neat. I like that.
I don't know where it come from. I just located it. You know how we are, Dawn. We find.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, where did that come from? Okay, Steffi, okay, you might want to, just in case. I would say it's a good about, I would say about 12 inches across. It is beautiful, but like I said, Steffi, you may want to get you some leather cleaner and clean that. It's just probably where somebody used it and they put it on the floor instead of the chair at the restaurant like I do. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to call this down for Steffi. Going once. Going twice. Last call. And it looks like we are going to be sold to Steffi. Thank you so much. That's a deal. I mean, where can you get a designer purse that's vintage? It looks like that. And congratulations, sweetie. It's for you. And I don't know where it come from. I said, I'm putting that up for sale because Lord have mercy, I don't need it. That's just overkill. I mean, I've got so much. This is wonderful, Steffi. Enjoy this. You're going to love it, and everybody's going to notice it. Trust me. Sometimes quality has a way of standing out. And congratulations. Alrighty then, next up, I've got the bigger version of this downstairs. This is made. Drew, first of all, you shouldn't be carrying a purse.
True.
And second of all, but look at this, guys. This is a smaller version. I've got one downstairs that's probably 7 foot long. Good thing I have tall ceilings, right? And this is a beautiful, it's all shells, and it's made in the Philippines. Well, you say, Geana, how do you know? Because there's a tag on it. Without a doubt, it is made in the Philippines. And I'll get a measurement on it. It is beautiful. It's in wonderful condition. When I bought my big one, and I may sell it yet if my husband don't hang it up out for me, because we have tall ceilings. And my dining room is pink, guys. Talk about loving pink. 25 inches long. What? So we know that if you buy these, especially in your specialty shops when you're around and about, I'm going to put this at $18. It's worth more, but the one I have downstairs is worth $80. But we will do 15 on this. All the, of course, this is dyed shell. We know that. 18 on that.
Oh, did you say 15 or 18?
Put it at, do it at 15. That'll be
Okay.
fun. See, price drop. I had Dawn confused there, but it is beautiful. It does cascade down in different layers. It's a beautiful thing. And as I was saying, if you go to your shops, if you go to somewhere like uh, Cayman Islands or someplace like that, these are high. They really are, and it's in really good condition. Isn't that beautiful? And it's not like your big heavy one. It doesn't make real loud sounds. It just has a beautiful vibe to it. And there it is. When I picked mine up, I saw it and I went to it immediately and bought it. And mine's mostly pink. Imagine that. But that reminds me of a tropical vacation. All shells, very well made. Like I said, mine I paid maybe $22 for it, and it retails for 80. So I felt like I was pulled one off anyway. So next up, this is different, guys. This may be unusual to most people, but this is a vase. It does have. It looks to be reminds me of a pansy, but I could be wrong. But I think they are. And it is made in Portugal, J. Wilford by Andrea of Sadek. And since I've had this for a while, I'm going to put this at 12. Yeah, pink's my favorite color. And look, you can put, flowers in that. And I know it's odd looking, but it's different. But yes, it was made in Portugal, and I'll give you the link on it. It is approximately 9.5 inches tall, and across the biggest part, it is approximately 9.5. It's just different. Thank you, Steffi. I appreciate you. I just heard the notification. There is the back of it. It's just different. I mean, does it look a little off? Probably. It looks like hands, but you can arrange your flowers in that and have a whole new look if that's your deal. So, being that I want to really move this, I'm going to drop it down to $10. Not only are you getting a price drop on it, this is made in Portugal. It's J. Wilford, which he designed this, and we're going to drop it down to 10. The first 10 in the chat takes this thing home. Maybe I shouldn't say thing. Isn't it different?
It is. It's cool, though.
It has pansies on it, just really different. There's that part of it. Buy it now for 10. The first 10 in the chat takes it home. But these are pansies on the front. And it's a good size next to my head there. So there she is. And that is a THO, this show only. Minnie says 10, and she just got it. Thank you so much, Minnie. So 1, 2, I think that's my 3, isn't it?
Yes.
All righty, we're back over to Dawn, and thank you, Minnie, so much. That's coming to you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. 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 All right, guys. I have a vintage terrain. And this one is in such great shape. I'm going to start this at 18. And I just love this one. It's beautiful. And it is intact, which is so important. Now, a terrine is a covered dish that they would serve their chutneys and stews and soups in. And this one is quite large. This is by the Limages company, and it's got the roses to it,
It's very pretty.
and they are pink roses, but then they've got the blue and green and purple coloration on the leaves. And I love the pointed handles. It's not the gold trim, it's got the silver tone trim, which I love. So, Limages China Company out of Sebring, Ohio, USA, right there.
That's a good one, guys.
And it is marked. You will notice that there is crazing throughout the whole thing. That's due to the heat treatment that this went under. Um, it is glazed. I will say that it's lightly glazed on the outside. I would say it's a teeny tiny bit, maybe a little thicker glaze on the inside, but it's not a real thick glaze. And the only condition issue I would think would be the fact that a little bit, and it's very little, of the silver lining, is starting to disappear. But it's mainly fully intact. And there's the lid. It's got the finial top, and it's really just a beautiful dish. So this is what's called a terrine, and like I said, they would serve their chutneys and gravies and stews and different things like that in it. So now the next one is a set of bookends, and these are made out of onyx, and boy, these are just gorgeous. This set is going to start out at $80. Now, understand that this is solid stone. You're getting two of these. This is solid onyx, and it's yay thick. And I mean, yes, it is going to be rather weighty. Just know that going into that, as far as shipping, just know. Now, this is your regular onyx. I know it looks like banded agate, but it is onyx. And it has a green onyx Mayan mask on the front. That is also a stone, green onyx. So it's all made out of onyx, and boy, these are heavy. Boy, they'd make perfect weapons. Not that you should want these for weapons. I'm just saying, if push came to shove, and you don't have a gun, I'm just saying these would be. But anyway, these are super thick and gorgeous. Now, here's what I'll say. I believe these are Mexican made because usually the people that make Mayan faced anything, whether it's jewelry or carved stone, things like this or whatever, is usually the Mexicans. But the country of Nepal, they, of course, have a rich history with the Mayan culture, and they do make things also. But if I had to guess, I mean, I don't know. There is a possibility also it could be native made. But anyway, these are super duper thick and awesome. $80. If you know anything about stone, then you know how incredibly cheap this deal is because it's solid onyx. And the only condition issue, which is on this one, not on both, but you can see the little flea bites on the green onyx. So and that's nothing because it doesn't take away from the beauty at all. See, they're just gorgeous. So if anybody wants them, I realize that it's a chunk of change, but these are big chunks of stone. So there you go. All right, for my last one, I am going to do an earring lot, and we're going to start it out at 15. But I have chosen a red glass, like a red glass mug, if you will, to put the earrings in. And I just think it's beautiful. Of course, red is one of my colors. And this is like a deep cherry red. And I'm going to start it out at 15. And we are going to put some earrings in there and fill this up. So we've got some purple stone earrings. I do not know if these are like real amethyst. I'm just going to say they're glass. If they wind up being amethyst, congratulations. But I don't know that to be true. So we've got those. We've got some gold tone shells. We've got some more studs. These are floral studs. We are going to put some like laser cut silver tone hoops, which is very nice. I think hoops are very understated. I mean, they go with any outfit. They're usually easy to put on. And when you're in a rush and you don't have time to, try to coordinate your jewelry, when it comes to earrings, just grab you a set of hoops. You can't go wrong. You just can't, because it goes with anything. So I'll mess with that later. We've got some dangly pearls on a chain. Those are going in. We've got these gold tone, like retro, almost like a fan. Those are going in. We've got a tassel moment. These larger ones I'm going to leave out of the cup because they're larger. I love these. These are little red flip-flops with the little crystal. Those are so cute. Perfect for this time of year. We got some ornate gold tone hoops. We've got some silver tone swirly cues here. I don't have them correct on there, but you're getting those. You're getting, these are really pretty. These are hearts, gold tone hearts. The bottom one is kind of cut out, but I think it's pretty. You've got these ones. They're like a faux animal fur kind of deal. You have some blue ones. It's like a crinkle wave. So you're getting this whole thing plus all of these ones that are not going to fit in there. I'm just going to have them out, basically. So, yeah. You've got all these four that are just going to be kind of out and about here, along with what's in the mug. So you're getting all of that for 15. If anybody is interested, just a nice collection of earrings. And I think that was my 3. So let me put this up. And I'm going to go back to Geana.
Alrighty then. We're getting ready to do a jewelry lot in a cigar box, and this is what it looks like. Made in Nicaragua. I can't talk. We're going to drop the camera. Excuse my little mess. Well, come on, camera. So, I know I have things everywhere. We're going to start this lot at $18. And you're not just getting the box because here's the little fasteners on it. This is wood, and we're going to start adding because I need to start subtracting. So here's the inside of it. It still has the ribbon on the inside. So the first one going in, this is from Hong Kong, guys. This is a Hong Kong piece, and there's something wrong, so it didn't go in there. I didn't see it. So here we have this beautiful seed bead necklace here with the gold end caps, all seed bead. It does have, here's your closure on it. That goes in there. We have this, I think this might be a Sarah Cove brooch. I just don't need all this, guys. It's getting insane. Wait a minute. What's it say? HSR M something. It's got something on it, but I cannot tell what it is. I thought it was a Sarah Cove. I can't make any sense of it. But that's going in there. If you can read the name, and it's this brooch. It's enameled. It's in real good condition. That's going in there. This stuff has to go. I just can't do it. So that goes in the box. And then we have this beautiful, it's glass and it is marked. However, I cannot read what it's marked. But anyway, it's marked and that has these beautiful glass balls on it. That goes in there. Then we have this Premier Designs. It is glass. I used to sell Premier Designs back in the day. That's going in there, and that is glass. There's the Premier Designs tag right there. That's going in there. Just saying, the possibilities are endless. Just saying. Then we have this beautiful mother of pearl in glass. That's going in there. I don't know if my camera, but that's glass and mother of pearl. That's going in there. Then we have this beautiful blue and a mess at the moment. Come on now. Okay, this is the one. This is not stone, guys, but it is glass and it's spectacular. I know it looks like it would be stone, but it is not. Those are glass. And this one's marked NY. Those are not stones, they are glass. That's going in there. Then, I mean, if you add apples to apples, then we have this beautiful one right here that also is marked. Let's see, this is marked Hong Kong. And look at the beautiful blue and the white. And then you have an extension that's going in there.
Yeah, that one was pretty.
Wasn't it? And it was Hong Kong. Also, this is going in here, which is another marked necklace. I said, gee whiz, she ain't playing around. This is a Leah Sophia, and anyone that's ever bought Leah Sophia or Premier Designs knows how expensive these pieces are. That's going in there. Then we have one that retails at $48, but I think it's just acrylic. I don't know why they wanted to sell it for that, because it's not stone. It still has the tag. It has a lobster claw closure right there. And what is that? Let me get the tag. And it says China. And this is a Lydell, Lydell NYC. And as you can see, you have different variations of red and pink. And like I said, it retailed for, why it retailed for that. And then they marked There's your tag right there. That's going in there. Let's see what else we can dig out. We're not doing any of my, I've got some of my stuff up here. And we're going to do this one. This is not stone. I think it kind of has the feel of stone, and I thought it was. And it's connected right there. There is your little latch. That's going in there. That one's mine. I had all kinds of stuff. And to top it off, holy cats. Nothing broke. I am going to add this wallet. That is Coach. And you're going to get all of that plus the box and the Coach wallet for $15. That's a good deal. Especially with the Coach wallet, which is practically like new. You're going to get all that, including the box. I know you guys are probably jewelry to death, but Stephanie says she'll take it. She knows what's up, don't you? So we have Steffi in at that $15. That Coach wallet, you're going to make your money back in a hurry. Just saying, if you get it in the right crowd. So we currently have Steffi at that $15 bid. You're going to get the wooden box and the contents within. There's Premier Designs. There is Leah Sophia. So, yes, it's a great deal. And you get the box. So we're going to count it down for Steffi. What a deal that was. I just decided to throw that wallet in there. Why not? And the box. Man, what a deal. Going once, twice. Last call. Sold to Steph. What a deal. What a deal. Very much potential in that. And congratulations, that's yours. See, you never know what I'm going to do. That's a wonderful deal. Very resellable jewelry. And you're getting it all for that low, low price. So what I'll do is I'll just close this up. And none of it's going to tangle on you because they're such, well, I help out when I can, just saying. So that goes to Steffi. She got her a beautiful high-end designer purse that's vintage. And can't beat that with a stick, right? So next up we have this. We get to a point where we have so much. I figured that. So you have to kind of get in the minds of your buyers. No, I'm kidding. Why keep it, guys? Let someone else enjoy it. So we have this beautiful vintage decanter. It is very vintage. I believe it's Wexford. It has that distinguishable. And we'll start this at $10. What a deal. There's your top right there. You have those diamond points. There's your bottom, which follows the top. Sometimes you have to get rid of things, guys. It's 9 inches tall. It is beautiful. Let me wiggle that out. And that's in real good condition. You put it down in there, it's not going to fall off. And there's that beautiful thing. It's a decanter. I guess it's for whiskey, but you can put anything you want to in it. It's just beautiful as a display, really. Isn't that beautiful? Douse that light a little bit, and there's that. So So, like I said, if anyone, I'm trying to get this. There's a desk over here. There's stuff all on the top of it. I can't get around my modem over there. Nobody will be seeing nothing. Then I've got a pull. It's got a little pull out section. There's drawers in it. We need to get that cleared. So that was two. And let's see here. What's this? Okay, I'm not for sure of what this is made out of, but it's May handmade jewelry. It does come in its own box. And I don't think it's stone, guys. I really don't. And it's not very big. But it does come in its own gift box, and we'll do $5 on this. It's a May handmade jewelry, and it comes with its own bag. It is not stone. I can guarantee you that. But I think it does have some hematite in it. And that is absolutely not lapis. I can tell you that right now. But it's just a nice little set that if you want to give it to someone, and it's probably a little bit older. It still has its pouch right there. I believe those to be hematite. And there you have it, ready to send off. Beaded bracelet for women and men. So there's that. May with its own little box. So if you're at the last minute and you have to have a gift and you forgot, and you're going to a party, it's already in a box, throw it in a bag and carry on, as they say. So that is my 3, and thank you guys so much.
All righty, let me get the mouse here. Where's it at? Come on. I have to chase the mouse. Imagine that. I'm not even a cat.
Minnie said she'll take it. So,
congratulations, Minnie.
Sold to Miss Minnie. Like I said, it's not, we'll just call it sold. It's not stone or nothing, but it's just, I think it's I've never heard of May. So that goes to Miss Minnie for $5. Thank you and congratulations. There you go.
All right, guys. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, but it is time. I've got so much stuff that needs to go. And I'm going to do my famous whatchamacallit lot. Like I said, I haven't done one of these in a good long time, but just like Geana was saying, when you get an accumulation of stuff, it's got to go. It can't just be housed here forever and ever, amen. You know, it's worked out of here one way or the other. Now, these are all items that I tried to sell separately, but now it's going in one lot. You must take it all because it all needs to get off my desk out of here. Well, not all on my desk, but okay. You are getting a fabulous deal for everything you're getting. Trust me, because I make sure of it. We are going to start out with this cool, I've got lots of lanterns for sale. You guys know that. This is one of the coolest ones I've got. This has got the pleather, I don't believe it's real leather straps. And I love this particular lantern. It is so cool. I could definitely picture this in a man cave. And I just love it. It's a very wide mouth, like hurricane jar that you could put a big fat hurricane lamp in. I would put a flameless one in there, but I just love this. That's what we're starting out at with this. Okay, but we're not done. We're not done. Another light feature that I tried to sell was this tea light candle holder. I love it. It's got the sunflowers. It's got the ladybugs. It's made out of metal. You got the sunflowers down here. And there is where you put your tea light candle. And I love how they made even a terracotta planter out of it. Just love it. I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Yeah,
That's
we're glad.
so important. I have this brand new wallet, and oddly enough, where's that? It's
Hmm.
almost identical to the Coach purse. The color, the raspberry
Hmm.
color. This is a brand new wristlet. I showed this before. It's going into the lot. It is brand new. It still has the foam piece in there. Just, when you don't want to carry a big bulky purse, there you go. And it's brand new. I had this was just an extra plate that I have. I don't know, but I believe it's milk glass. And it looks like that. It's got the flowers. It's very pretty. It's one of those saucers that's going in. You're going to get this photo frame here. It's got flowers. This is I don't know if I want to say acrylic or like a resin. I almost want to say, but it's really hard. I don't know. This might be some sort of poly resin that's very hard, and it's got beautiful flowers. It's got an easel that's going in there. Now, remember this cute little bag? A lot of you were eyeballing this one. It still has not sold, and I adore this. This is a bread slash roll slash bagel slash muffin holder. You put it in there, you tighten it up, and it keeps the bread and the rolls warm. Also, it makes it mobile to where you can carry these to a potluck. Maybe you're going to your adult child's house for a dinner or something. Okay? That's going in here. I know a lot of you guys were eyeballing that. Okay? And last but not least, as if this lot couldn't get any bigger, I am going to sell this gorgeous, this is a brand new owl. It's a dark, dark turquoise color. It is ceramic. They put the rubber feet on the bottom. Somebody marked it 3R with a metallic marker. Not sure if that was from the manufacturer or not, but this is purposely distressed and it's beautiful owl. You're getting all of this, all that glass, all the ceramic, all the wallet, the that. You're getting that whole bag starting at 30. But it's all going. You got to take it all. If there's pieces you don't want, you could, if you're a reseller, you could sell them, or you could pass them along to somebody else, save them for Christmas. You know, that could be an idea. I just got to get stuff gone. Like I said, that's kind of what we've been talking about. And I like to do these whatchamacallit lots because you're getting a really good deal and I'm getting rid of it. It's like a win win scenario. So if anybody wants it, you know where to reach me. Okay, so next, I'm going to show a shirt. And this is another long sleeve shirt. And I guess I'm without a hanger this time. This is a size large. I'll do the pit to pit on it. I'm going to start it out at 8. And it's a long sleeve. It's one of those sporty shirts with the collar, like dry fit. It's turquoise. It's got like a partial zip to it. Um, but and it's got a collar. I love the back because it's got a little back pocket back here of all things. Um, it would fit a card, or maybe you could put your keys in there, so you're not having to hang on to them. I don't know. But let me do the pit to pit on this one. It's a dark turquoise and white knit. Okay. So this is right now at 22 inches, and it can stretch. It can go up to a 1X. So large, extra large, and 1X. I know it's like a dry fit material. It's by Exertion. Um, 90% polyester, 10% spandex. Um, so one of those pullover shirts, if anybody wants it. Okay, the next one I have, um, this is a designer brand blouse. It is a Michael Kors blouse, and it is so cute. This is an extra large. I will do the pit to pit on it, but it is Michael Kors. And I've got to start this one out at 16, which is a really good deal for Michael Kors. There's his label right there. Well, my ring light is drowning it out. It does have the MK, the Michael Kors, on the zipper pull. And this is a navy and white pinstripe. It's got the half zip, so you can zip it, down as far as you want it. It's got the ruffled cap sleeves to this one. It's got the side slits, really, really nice. It's so pretty. This would be great for date night, maybe to wear with a skirt and go to church in. But it's really, really nice. This one, 100% polyester, and I just think it's really cute. Great for the summer if anybody's interested. And if not, that was my three. We're going to go back to Geana, guys, and we're going to do just two more rounds before we wrap it up, okay?
All right, we're going back into the glass, and I've got some vintage brooches we'll do for choice. And the reason why I'm letting them go is because there is no telling how many I have. Now, some of the bigger ones, I have to hoard for myself. But anyway, next up we have this green. Now it didn't have like a lid. It's a compote, and I made sure because sometimes you will see things in thrift stores that they have the bottom and the top's been broken, but this is not the case. It is green. Let me get my phone so I can tell you exactly what it is. I found a lot of pretty bottoms and the top was missing, so I told my husband, darn, the top is missing. He said that's why it's so inexpensive, and it did make sense. So, you know. And thank you guys for being here. And we're having a wonderful time, and we appreciate you guys so much. This is a vintage EO Brody and Company. So let me click on that. And a lot of times it's right on the bottom. And this was made in the USA. And a lot of people do love the fact that things are made in the USA. And there's your EO Brody. That my ring light's probably drowning it out. So this is a vintage EO Brody and Company, which I have never heard of before. And a lot of times back in the day, people would have their stamp and glass on the bottom because there were too many in case someone tried to counterfeit one of their pieces. So let's see here. But it is vintage, and I'll start it at 12, guys. It is a compote. It is by a glass maker that you don't hear about too much, and it's EO Brody. And a lot of times people like clear glass, but they like the green as well. And I will give you a measurement on it. What do I do with that? This is perfect, guys, for those who lose their pen and their measuring thing, like I've been known to do a few times. It's 6.5 inches across, and it is about 3 inches deep. It is E.O. Brody, a glass company that you don't really hear too much about. And it is a compote. It does not have a lid. I made sure I checked it out. There is your intricate bottom on that. But I know a lot of times people do like to collect the colors of glass, red being probably the most popular. But as you can see, it has a very intricate design around that. So there's that one. And I may have to drop the camera for this one. Excuse my menagerie, but what can I say? It always looks bad before it gets better, right, Dawn? Because we have to go through it.
Exactly.
We have to go through it first, and that can be very time consuming. But next up, I have some vintage brooches, and they're going to be $7 a piece. Is that a good price? Well, yeah, because they're vintage. I've got more brooches, and I was looking for one the other day. And I said, what did I do with those? So let's go ahead. Watch that Ethernet cable. And these are mostly gold tone. Let me get this straightened up. And these will be $7 for choice. I just freaked you guys, your eyes out there. Come on, drop it. Oh my goodness, it's wanting to be so difficult. There we go. We don't need this light. We'll turn that off. Oh my God, this ring light has a rainbow of colors going in a circle. We have a red light, we have a green light, we have a light blue light, and a yellow light, but we don't need any light. So we're going to turn it off for now because there's a light on the ring on my little camera. So first up, guys, some of these are marked, and they're separate things, and they are older. This is a this is an oldie but a goodie. It's gold tone. What's the product you're selling, Marsha? Marital aids? No, they are not marital aids. They're brooches. So this one is a pendant, though. Here's the back of it. And so there's the back. And look at the beautiful stones in the front. Let me back it up a little bit. Look at those stones in that. Isn't that beautiful? There's that one. No, that's not. We don't have that kind of channel. You know, this is another person's channel. So here is another one with beautiful AB crystals. It is older, you can tell by the back. And here we have our beautiful AB crystals. So shiny. There's that. I don't want to lose my paper, so there's that. This one's old, and I don't think this has beautiful AB coated stones in it. Here's your back. There's the back of it. It's kind of like a coppery. And look at the front at those AB coated stones. And this one's an oldie but a goodie. Let me get it to hold still. See the stones in that? There's that one, and these are vintage. There's one of them, Sarah Coventry. So next up, I think let's get one we can get into. Next up, we have another vintage one. It kind of has like brownish stones in it. and it as well is vintage. Here is your back, and here's your front. Very beautiful stones in that one. Very vintage. There's that one. I hope no one was insulted by that comment that came in just a minute ago.
I had stepped away, and then when I came back, I didn't see what they said, but I blocked them.
Yeah, because I mean, really, you could, you can tell what this stuff is. And there's a gold tone brooch in the back. Here is the front, and it also has the AB stones in it. Really, really pretty. So, one, two, like here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are older guys, and these are vintage. Usually, your older rhinestones are much more beautiful than your newer ones. Let me back it up a little bit, but there we there we have it. If you like old brooches, these are old. Don't make me keep these, please. Buy me, buy me. Look how beautiful I am. So we'll give a close up again. There's number 5. Here's number 4. That beautiful AB glass crystal right there. Here's number 3. And they are all vintage. Here's number 2. I like this one. This one's really a pretty one. You can tell by the construction. A bundle price. Okay, Minnie. Let's do. Let's do the entire lot for 20. The whole thing. $20, the whole, and you get 5. I mean, there's 5 there. And so Minnie said 20, and by golly, they're yours, sweetie. Thank you so much. They are yours. Thank you. And all these beauties go to Minnie. There are many vintage stones in these. They are everyone old. And let me get them back real quick without wasting a lot of time. So Minnie wanted the bundle, and I bundled it, and she's getting all of these for 20, which is a fabulous deal, might I add. I have got brooches out the wazoo, and that's the truth. Now, some of the more, I do like to keep, I have certain favorites, maybe too many favorites. I don't want to take up a bunch of time here. We'll just stick this in here, and that was one of them. Congratulations, Minnie. That was a really good deal, and they're all owed. Thank you so much. So let me do my thing here. Okay, brooch lot. And it goes Minnie for 20, and congratulations. Congratulations. Let me get a drink. I'm hoarse here. Okay, guys, this is another thing I've had for a long time when it's time for it to go. These are vintage metal slide binders, and they have pictures in them. And there are several, and you can tell it's old by the box. And these are all slides. And they're glass, and they're really neat. They all have pictures on it. There you have one of a dog right there, and they all have different pictures. There's some homes in there, there's some vacation spots, and these are glass slides. And I know they're of somebody else's life, but there we have another dog. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell these as all of it goes. Let me see if I can give you any information. By Davidson Manufacturing Company, Los Angeles, California, made in the USA. 2 1/4 by 2.5 film. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to start these at $30 because you do get the entire lot, which this is all metal. How you would project these, I don't know. But they are different pictures. There are some pictures that have um, different places. It looks like it's kind of tropical. But how many times do we come across something like this? Like never. There's a little house, a little somewhere, and I decided to sell them, and they're all labeled different things, and I decided to just sell them as a lot. They're very interesting. Maybe a little. There's some trees. It says Grand Canyon, Pennsylvania. So evidently someone took a picture. Where's my note card at? Took a picture of the Grand Canyon. I'm trying to find something solid. And I don't know how old these are. I would say, please give the bracelet in the box to Carol Lee. Okay, Minnie, we'll do that. But it has, I don't know, it's really hard to see. Hang on, let me dim that. They're really, really hard to see. But that is of like the Grand Canyon. Maybe you can see it a little better. But the whole lot is going. And it does have some weight to it. It's just really interesting. It's a blast from the past. You get the whole entire box. I would say this is probably from the 40s, maybe something like that. But you get the whole, it says 50/50. They're metal, and they're slide binders by Davidson. So there is that. Glass slides. And let me indicate that, Minnie, before I forget it. Because I will. To Carol Lee. Congratulations, Carol Lee. We will do. So it's just, I just thought they were interesting, and there's a whole box of them, and I think there's different countries in that box. Now, here is another vintage item, but this is, I may need a little light on the subject. Just a little light, not a lot. So this is a very collectible Lefton piece, and it is made in Japan. It still has a sticker on the bottom. Exclusive Japan Leftons. And for some reason, maybe it had a his with it, and it was different, but it has hers on it. And it's got the most beautiful, and it is older, and I'll start this at 10. It's got this beautiful rose right there, and it does have roses around the bottom. It's a little trinket thing, but it is Lefton. Really, really pretty little thing. Sometimes trinket boxes can be very expensive, and especially if they are a collectible like Lefton is. There you have your lid. It does need to be cleaned up. And there you have that lid. and it says hers on it. Now, why there may have been a his and it got broke, who knows? But there it is, a left in piece. Let's see if I can't get that in the camera. So, right, I'm trying. But there is your left in seal right there. Really neat little trinket box, and sometimes these old ones can be quite. Her denture cup, it could have been Patty. You got a good point there. We wouldn't want to get our teeth mixed up, if you were, male and female. I'm glad you said that, Patty, because you may have a very good point on that. But yes, that could have very well been. So there's that one. And that is my three. I never thought of that, Patty, but it makes total sense. And that is my three.
All right. All right, guys. So trying to find. Let me see. Get one of these bags. So I have another craft lot. To
Brian got tickled for some reason.
I've got a craft lot that I want to sell, and trying to get the rest of the pieces, and I was trying to go get the rest of the pieces, and it wasn't going too well, but I finally got them. But I have to transfer this one bit out of this bag, and I'm almost done, guys. I thought I had a Ziploc bag up here, and I don't, so I'm just putting it in one of my bread bags that I put clothing in. So we're just making do, guys, is basically what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna show you the craft lot that I've got going on for sale, and I'm gonna start this out at 22, and nope, $22. It's a big craft lot. It's got just odds and ends in it, but I'm just trying to get rid of the stuff I do have and let it be that. Okay, so we're going to start out with, I have a ton of ribbon. Where's my other? And here again, I've got it in two different bags. So imagine that. I'm really not prepared. I'm sorry, guys. Let's start out, before we start out with the ribbon, let's start out with, I've got this, it's called Baroque Super Mercerized Color Fast Crochet Cotton. Okay? I've got some of these skeins. I don't know how many's in there. 4, it looks like. You're getting 4 of those. I do see some vintage lace in yellow. I've got various different rolls of ribbon. I've got these kind, that's really pretty, the purple flowers. I've got this decorative mesh ribbon, that's the fall. I mean, I've got, so you're getting a lot of rolls of this mesh ribbon, okay, a ton. More for fall. Got that big seafoam green. You guys get the drift. This is like burlap with lace, which is really nice. They use that kind of stuff for all kinds of things. It's a couple different oddball. You get the drift. There's a ton, okay? And I mean a ton. You won't be able to see it all because there's way too many. Hi, Amy. Welcome.
Hello,
Welcome,
Amy.
welcome. You're getting this very large bag. This is horticultural lava rock pebbles for gardening, dressing stones for plants. Basically, mini lava rocks. And look at all the colors. This bag is full. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting that bag. You're getting this bag. I don't know what these are, but it's to craft with. What does it say it is? Transparent chair feet. Oh, 24 pieces of transparent chair feet for furniture. So you stick the feet to protect it on your floors. Okay. But you could use them. I mean, I don't know if all 24 are there. I threw this in there because I didn't know what it was. It's going in there, regardless. It's going in there. I know it's not really crafting, but it's going in there. Okay, you're also going to get a bag of jewelry, craft jewelry. I've spoke about this a lot, guys, where a lot of my craft lots do have a teeny tiny bit of wearable. I don't know if there's any wearable in this particular bag, but remember, craft jewelry is like missing a stone or two, or something is broken, you can repair it. Okay, so you're getting a bag of craft jewelry. Okay, so it's not going to be jewelry. You're also getting a whole bag full of clothespins. Now I know you can craft with these. There's a few plastic, but they're mainly the wooden clothespins. Those are going. How many skeins of yarn? There's no yarn in here, Patty. These are different type of rolls of. This is like mesh ribbon. There's several. I don't know how many, Patty, but several. Lots and lots. And then you're getting some of these boxes. They are new. These are, it's like a puzzle. When you open it, these are those, and I just put them in this lot, but it comes in this heavy duty cardboard box. These are those frames. You open it up and stick like a brooch in there or something vintage that you want to keep. Okay. I don't know, there's several of these boxes with these frames, and they are going. I know it's not really craft, this particular item, but I've got to get rid of them, and I'm just throwing them in there. Okay. And it's, I don't know, at least, oops, sorry, kiddo. We're talking 1, 2. I'm keeping the others in the bag, guys. They are brand new. These frames is what they are. But I've just got to get rid of all this. Patty's in at 22. Thank you, Patty. So you're getting a whole bunch of these boxes. I don't know how many, but they're going in. You're getting this. I don't know if this is all going to fit in this tote bag. You're getting the tote bag as well. This is a reusable tote bag. I mean, this is big time. It's a big lot, but I can't keep all this stuff. It's just, I sold a craft lot the other day because I just got to get rid of this stuff. More of these, brand new. It's going. You're also getting, this is like a foil ribbon, 6 inches by 3 yards. It's gold. So there's more ribbon, guys. It's more of this. These are brand new. You're also getting this wired ribbon. I've got a couple rolls of this in there. I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of craft. But I got to get it out of here, because I can't have all this. That whole big tote full.
Oh wow.
So you got jewelry, you got all kinds of stuff. We're at 25 with Minnie. Patty, do you want to go? Patty's going in at 26. Yeah, it's a good lot, guys. You guys know how I am. When I do any kind of lot, whether it's a whatchamacallit, a craft, a health and beauty, a Christmas lot, a paper, pen, and card lot, you know you're getting good bang for your buck because I get these big, large lots. And yeah, I just start accumulating stuff and then I've got to do something with it. I can't have it sitting here. We're at 29 with Patty. Yeah, you're getting the reusable tote. It's black
Wow.
and it's the Lutheran Health Network DuPont Hospital. That would be in Fort Wayne. There's a DuPont Road in Fort Wayne, and 100 top hospitals. 32 now with Minnie. Yeah, it's several. I don't know how many of these. It's all different colors. There's different sizes. I like that burlap. This burlap stuff with the lace.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can use that for so many reasons. That alone, let alone this mesh ribbon stuff. But yeah, I had gotten a lot of this ribbon, and I was like, wow. 35 with Minnie. Yeah, we have an auction. We've been having auctions tonight, haven't we, Geana?
Mm-hmm.
It's been
Yeah.
fun. Just a fun night, guys.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you guys so much. Please make sure that you are sub to Geana. Those that are not, um, I am going to be collabing with her. And so someone's at the door. Is it her pizza waiting for her? Here I am talking about food. I gotta quit talking about food because I'm getting to the point where I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. 38 now with Minnie. Yeah, this is chocked full.
How much would you say that weighs?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's that's over 5 pounds for sure. This has got to be. I don't know that I'd say 10 pounds. I'd say probably under 10, but it's over 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pirate ship, you get a good deal though.
Yeah, you guys know it's gonna go box in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that slip over it so that the bag that slips over that box so it saves you a ton of money. Patty is out, so we are going to count it down to Minnie at 38. We are going one time to Minnie. Thank you, ladies, so much. Yeah, it's worth a lot. I'm working on. There's one more I got to put together. I think the bag I'm looking for is in my pole barn that has the rest of the stuff. So in the future, I don't know when, but I will be making at least one more of these, like in the near future, because I know I've got at least one more that I can do a lot. So, and we are going to say sold to Minnie. Thank you both for bidding.
Congratulations.
Really appreciate you both. Yeah, I like doing lots like these. I mean, it helps out both of us. Like I said, you, the customer, and me. So I don't know why I got the burps, but all of a sudden I do.
Oh my gosh, what's going on with that white?
Okay. So my next one is a little different because this is, I'll put the size in here. No. Well, this Band-Aid is really messing me up. It just is. I'm going to start out this ring, guys, at 18. And this is a size 8. It is an 18 karat gold electroplated ring. It is a cocktail ring. So it's got this floral cluster of stones. Um, I believe CZ's, but I do not know for sure. And so I'm not going to say for sure what the stones are. They are clear. It does have a rise in the center. The big stone, I would say that middle stone is maybe around a 2 carat. Now, this is just a guess, okay? I'm starting this out at 18. It is marked. And who I got this from, this was never worn, okay? This was literally put up and left put up. And that was the end of it. But it is marked 18 karat gold electroplated. And there is a symbol afterwards, but I cannot make out the symbol. I don't think you guys are not. Oh, maybe you can read it a little bit. Oh. You can see the 18 karat gold. It's just, I don't know. I'm not going to say for sure what the stones are. They could be zircon. They could be white sapphire. I don't think they're white sapphires. From what I can tell, I've seen white sapphires in the reel. I don't think they're sapphires at all. And the price would be different than what it is. It would be more. But I'm just starting this one out at 18. It is a very beautiful cocktail ring. It's new old stock in the fact that it was never ever worn, and it's just a beautiful looking ring.
Mhm.
If anybody is on the hunt for a nice ring, that's a good one. Okay, my third one. This is gonna start out at $13, which is really cheap for a nativity set. It is brand new, and I found this really adorable. Man, just a second. Okay, my ring light is gonna do me in here. This is a nativity scene, and it's done in this really thick wood. What they did was they put gold leafing around each of the characters, and super duper thick. And I just found this so attractive. Um, and it is brand new. It's still sealed. I'm going to try to see if I could just. So I want to open this to see. You can tell it's brand new because I'm breaking the seal, guys, because I wanted to see if I could. Oh, it's one of those where, yeah, not a good idea. Okay, maybe it's not so good to take it out. I wish I could take it out, guys, but it's not a good idea at all. I'm just starting this out at 13. Here's what I want to say. If you have animals at home, or small children, this would be the nativity scene that would be better for you because it's made out of wood. It's not glass. And so, breaking it would not be as easy as glass. You wouldn't have to panic every time the child or the pet was around it. You know what I mean? Because they just might knock it down and you could just put it back up. It is so cute and it's really super duper thick. I've never seen one quite like this, and I just think it's beautiful. It does have Mary and Joseph, the baby Jesus, the three wise men. It's got at least one shepherd, and then the barn with the star. And I just wanted to show that tonight because I love nativity scenes. They're very special. They're very meaningful to somebody like me of faith. To some people, it might not be a big deal, but it's very meaningful to me, and I love to find different nativity scenes out in the wild. I love to see the different types. It just makes me happy. So that was number 3. We're going to our last and final round right now. Here we go.
Okay, I'm totally confused because I've searched these, they look like a calla lily almost. And the thing that I keep coming up with is Linux. However, it is not marked Linux, but look how beautiful that is. And like I said, that reminds me of a calla lily.
That's pretty.
And Brian said, "Oh no, here she comes." So I have 6 of these things, and everything I've searched has said Linux. Now I can't swear to it. I cannot testify to it, but that's what keeps coming up. But I cannot say it for sure. But you can hear that, and it's very thin. I have 6 of them, and while I'm measuring and thinking, they are 10 inches tall, and this is a flute, meaning that it's thinner, and that's what a flute is. And I have 6 of them, and I'll move them in so you can see the detail. So I have 6. Let's start these at 18 for all 6. And if they are Linux, then they're Linux. I can't testify to it, but all 6 of them are 18 bucks. They do have that calla lily look about them. And what attracted me was that right there. That's what attracted me to them. I thought they were different. Are they older? I can't say. I couldn't find them. But if they're Linux, then that was really good luck. So there they are. There's 6 of them, and we're going to start them at 18, and that's probably a really good price. Really. This is like frosted. It's kind of frosty feeling, but I bought them because of that right there. I noticed that in the very beginning, so that's why I picked those up. And they do have that ping to them. And there's 6 of them, you know me. Dawn Minnie said, put down the manger set on her invoice and gift to Patty. So she wants Patty to have the nativity and put it on her.
Oh, that's so very sweet. I will do that.
Minnie she's always been very sweet. And I met her going to auctions, so there's a lot of good people out there, and she's one of them. And of course, you're all really good people, but I'm just saying how that you can meet people that you've never seen in person that are just so nice. That is really sweet, Minnie.
That's so sweet.
Okay, let's move along. Oh, I know what I was going to do. We have 2 lamps. Yes, we have 2 lamps. Now, these I bought for myself many, many moons ago. And it's kind of frosted, and those are glass. And they do work. This is metal here, which that needs to be tightened big time. And this is metal, but it's not a heavy metal. And let me get a picture. They do have this little clicky feature on them. And I had them downstairs. I never used them. And there's no sense in keeping a bunch of stuff around that you don't use. And these wouldn't be nice for someone's nightstand, or they would have the capacity to turn it off with that switch. And it's been a few minutes since I've made a picture of these. There's two of them. And there's a frosted area and then there's a clear area. I think this is brass like. And I'll take a look and see. I don't remember what they were. I just knew they were pretty. They'd be beautiful in someone's bedroom on each side of the nightstand there, or your living room, or wherever you chose to put. Oh boy, that's not it. Let's keep looking here. I believe it is vintage, but I cannot find the exact one. Is this one? Oh, yes, I did. Or did I? Yes, I did. Let's see what it is, guys. It's on Facebook Marketplace. Let's hope it has a good. I don't want to be looking for no lamp. Let's go back and see if there's another avenue. Let's see. But there are two of them. Where's the picture at? Let me move in. But I saw something, but it was on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm not going to look on there. Be here all night. Search image. Vintage Aladdin. It's not that one. It's not that one. But I do believe these are vintage. I found one. It's on Facebook Marketplace, but it's going to take an eternity. But these are vintage lamps. Like I said, that needs to be tightened. And there's two of them. And I'm going to sell the set for $25 out the door. Forget about it. And they need to go. And they, like I said, they would be beautiful. And I'll give you a measurement. The only thing we're dealing with is glass is right here. And that's a really good price for these.
Minnie is going to take those.
Minnie loves her lamps. So it looks like we're at 19 and a half. They do work, Minnie, because they need to be tightened a little bit. But it is a vintage lamp. They would be beautiful in someone's bedroom. So I see Minnie in at 25. It's identical to, they're both the same. And this is like a brass or something. And the base is a little bit lighter. So I see Minnie in at 25. And this is small, and it can be taken apart and packed really well, and it will probably be shipped by itself. I can do both of them, but they'll be shipped together. So I see Minnie in at 25, and I don't see anybody trying to spar for them, so we'll go ahead and call them down for Minnie. They are a set. I like the fact that they had this on them, and you can get to it easy, especially if you're reading or something. Going once, going twice. Final and last call. And what did I do with my paper? I am terrible at losing stuff. And it looks like Minnie. Well, thank you, Minnie. I appreciate it, and I hope it comes in very useful for you, sweetheart. They are nice. I will clean. They do require a little cleaning. There is a few dust bunnies jumping around there, but what can I say? Let's see, let me mark those. And you guys always know I will probably ship something separate if I feel like it's in jeopardy. There we have the pane in the rear end. So those are sold to Minnie. And congratulations. What did I do with my paper? What is it, guy? If we don't have a visit from Gizmo or Gizler.
Oh, yeah.
She'll get a mini. Dawn will put the hammer down.
Yeah.
See, that person comes in as Gizmo 1, 2, 3, and those are sold to many. And that's a great price, by the way. But I don't use them. Why should I have something around here when it could be useful to another person? It just makes more sense to sell it and move on, right? Let's see. Minnie got her a very nice set of lamps there. I'm looking for one for Shell Bell, and I haven't found one yet. This is just a way to get some beautiful items. Stay there, don't fall. For good prices. I know Minnie. He is, and I think that's in his intent to upset people, but he ain't worth it. So, do we have any Fenton fans out there? So, look what we have here. And this is Milk Glass Fenton. And it's the real deal, y'all. I had a piece one time I thought was Fenton, but it wasn't. But this is the real deal. Now, back in the day, guys, a lot of times, sometimes you would see Fenton. I know that when Cracker Barrel had Fenton and they had to stop carrying it because it was walking out. Yeah, I think Showbell may want something a little more. And I really studied this, guys, because it was very important that I know what this was. So this is definitely a Fenton piece, and I seen it there on the shelf, and I said, could it be? And it was. So I'm checking it over really, really good. I don't know if there are scratches to the inside of this, but with the lid on, you're never going to see it. And like I was saying, a lot of times Fenton, the earlier Fenton was marked with stickers. It had Fenton on there. And I know back in the day, which was years ago, their lamps sold for $500 a piece. And they're probably they're probably really expensive. But we have a beautiful hobnail milk glass Fenton piece very early, might I add. And I'm going to sell this one, and here's your bottom. I know my lights keep this ring light, you wouldn't believe the features it has. Red, yellow, maroon, blue, but it's probably my internet, guys. Sorry about that. No wonder. Oh my gosh. I was fiddling around here, guys. There we go. So I'm going to sell this Fenton piece, which is cheap, for $25 for this beautiful Fenton candy dish, whatever. That's a great price. A lot of people like to look how beautiful that is scalloped, and that is milk glass Fenton, and I know for sure. And I'm like, wow, that's still there. Look how delicate that is. Isn't that beautiful hobnail Fenton? Like, I know sometimes people collect different colors of Fenton, but this is a milk glass and it is Fenton. I did my homework because I didn't want to misrepresent, but it's well worth it. It does have some weight to it. It is a beautiful hobnail. And since I've seen where my Ethernet cable was a little bit loose, but I'm still behind but it's better than nothing, guys. There we go. Brian is don't get hurt, Brian. Brian, you need to get those shelves up ASAP. You need me as a supervisor. He's like, She'd crack the whip, but there is your beautiful Fenton for 25. It's very nice hobnail. I just really think that is a beautiful feature right there. That ruffled scalloped look. Okay, is that my third one?
Uh,
No, I've got one more. I think that was number, or was it? I can't even think here. Let's see. Isn't that gorgeous, Amy? Well, just in case, I'll show one more, and then
yeah,
we'll.
go ahead, show one more.
So this is like, I think it's almost like a ceramic, and it is. It says Indian type symbols of the past shown on the back of this tag, while sometimes used in ceremonials, are mostly used today for their decorative value. Now, this little piece is from the Alamo, San Antonio, Texas. So, I don't know, guys, if this is really, it could be the Alamo, San Antonio, Texas. So, it feels like it's bisque, guys. And we'll just do this one for 10. I've had it for a long time. And on the back, it tells you what those symbols mean. If you have some Indian background, then you'll know what it means. And right here is the symbols and what they mean. And it feels bisque. I'm not for sure it's pottery. The Alamo, San Antonio, Texas. And hold still. Whatever significance that has. But if you like Indian type pottery, then there's your ticket right there. I know one time a reseller had some pottery and it was Indian, and man, the crowd went nuts. Man, there was an auction going on. It's about 8 inches tall. But Indian pottery, but some people collect that. But it does have the symbols on there. It tells you what it is. And it's just a little little vase there. So I definitely, that is my three.
Okay. I'm gonna switch it back here as soon as there we go. So my email mini is TRBL5. Now TRBL are all letters. This is where people get it mixed up. The lowercase L, it does look like a 1, but it is an L. TRBL stands for the word trouble, and then 5 is the only number in that address, and then it's at yahoo.com. So TRBL5 at yahoo.com. That's my email. So, all right, guys. My first piece is going to start out at 20, and this is a very nice piece. This is also by Fenton, and I don't usually get pieces like this from Fenton. I usually get other ones, but this still has the Fenton sticker,
Oh,
and the
wow.
Fenton sticker says authentic Fenton handmade.
Mm,
Now it's kind of risen up on the end a little bit, so you might have to stick it back down.
I
This
love that color.
frosted blue ruffled double handle fruit basket weave compote, and that's a mouthful.
Mm,
So you've got the cherries. You see the pears right there, and the various leaves. I think it's just okay. So it's cherries, apples, and pears, and then it's got the leaves. But I love the double handle on this, and you can see the basket weave on the outside, and there are no chips, flea bites, gouges, or anything of the sort, and I'm starting this out at 20. I will do the measurement. Now I'm going to go from handle to handle um, as far as the widest part. So we're talking about 8 inches across to about 5.5. So it still has the sticker, but it is risen. You might want to get some adhesive for it to lay it back down, all the way so it doesn't come back up. But really nice Fenton dish if anybody wants it. This next piece is so cool. This is not vintage at all. And I came across and I thought, how cool is this? I'm going to start it out at 15, and I see different types of these kind of things, but this one really stood out to me. This is one of those boards that has knobs on it to hang stuff, such as your keys, maybe an apron, maybe your face mask, maybe, the list goes on, right? Because you could use it for whatever. Maybe for hats, to hang your hats. I love the glass ones here. They're different ones. We got the brush like nickel effect there. We got a shiny gold tone on the ends. I love this one as well. Neutral. Um, it's got the little brackets to hang it. And I just think this is cute. So it could be for any room of the house, really, depending on what you want to use it for. And then I've got a choice of old trinket boxes, and these are porcelain. And I'm going to do a choice starting at $10 each. And these are small trinket boxes that are made by the same person, but they're different shaped as all, and very nice, old, and all the things. So I want to show you. Then I'm only going to hold both of them up one time, and then because I don't want to break them, God forbid. Uh, but okay, we got a square and a circle. I'm not going to overdo it. We're going to show one at a time. Let's go for the circle one. These both have like turtle doves or lovebirds, whatever. And you've got a cluster of flowers that has the gold outlining the trim on them, and just beautiful. Now, on the round one, it's got pink, it's got a very pale, almost spring green, a light lavender, and a yellow on the flowers, and white. That's the lid. It has the ribbing effect. Now, both of them are marked Betty on the bottom, which would lead one to believe artisan made. Then we have the square looking one. Now, this one has blue in the flowers as well, pink, white, yellow, blue, very ornate. And yeah, it needs a dusting. It does. I won't lie. The dust is free.
Mhm.
Now this has more of a, I don't know, like a scalloping effect on it, I would say. This also is marked Betty, just like the other one. So $10 each. It just depends on, I think it goes this way. Maybe that's why it wasn't fitting proper. No? Yeah, I'm going to say more than likely artisan made, but porcelain ceramic, maybe? Maybe not porcelain. I'm leaning more to ceramic, guys. Now that I'm getting the feel of it. Yeah, I think it might actually be ceramic. But I just thought they were pretty. These would be great for a birthday present or even a wedding present, something like that. Okay, that was three for me. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Geana, and we're going to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, hanging out with us. Thank you all for the support, the thumbs up, and especially
Hmm.
the purchases, guys. Thank you. Um, Please give this a thumbs up on your way out the door if you could. Certainly does help the channel. And make sure you join us again. Tomorrow is my solo night, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Um, I'm going to try to get that. I think it's the last craft lot I have. I'm not sure. Um, but I've got to find the box that has the stuff in it that I'm looking for in particular. So I'm going to try to have a craft lot anyway sometime soon. And also, I will probably be doing a cloth kind of like fabric, kind of not fabric, um, like a doily slash towel lot, if you will, just or like table runners all in one lot, whatever you want to call that kind of lot. I'm going to try to do one of those, probably try to get another Christmas lot together. So you never know.
I think, Dawn, what would be a fabulous ideal is if you had me and Steffi and maybe Francis all together one night.
Yeah, I do. Speaking of which, I do want to do sort of a marathonish type of deal. I am
Oh,
going to
yeah.
work on that. Oh, we'll email regarding Amish candy. Okay,
Understand.
Minnie. Okay, definitely. And like I said, Minnie, just remember it's TRBL. Just make sure you don't put a number one because it'll never get to me. That's where the one issue that concerning my particular email where people mess up. And so I'm just making sure that it's TRBL. And yes, we should definitely do that. Yeah, Amy
Yes.
be on board too. Yeah, I definitely want to. I was thinking about this the other day. Amy, I think I was talking to you about that. I was talking to
Hmm.
somebody about it. I will do that, Geana, and I will get
Hmm.
one around and see what we can do there because that would be a lot of fun.
Amy, I didn't mean to leave you out.
Yeah, we gotta. You guys can see I get a lot of great resellers, and I'm hoping everybody's. I think everybody pretty much is starting to support all my fellow collabs, and I hope so. Remember, Geana does her own pop ups, her own. She's also on other people's channels from time to time. She does um, some like devotional content
Hmm.
and in regards to her faith. And I love that. I love going in on those type of lives. And she also does the preview to her upcoming sale. She'll show you what she's bought for the next sale. So make sure
Hmm.
you sub to her. And I'm going to get off of here and talk to Geana for a minute. But yes, I think that's what I'm going to do is work on a marathon, guys, and we'll see if we can get one. Because I can have up to 10 of us, going. And that would be a lot of fun. A lot of,
Wouldn't it though? Everybody else is doing it. Why can't we?
yeah. I
Right.
mean, why can't we? That would just be awesome.
And you
So,
guys, I thank you so much for being here in support of Dawn. Sometimes it's not all about us, but other people. You guys are fantastic. We've had a ball with you, and thank you so much for being here.
yes. And, well, that's good. You would watch. I would want all of you as much as you can be to be there because it would be a ball. It'd be a lot of fun. So I'll try to work on that, guys. And until then, God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye, everybody. Thank you